Gag's back.
Gag's back. Okay.
Gag's back. Well, hold on. You're. Oh wait, that's me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I had the stream unmuted for a second to check the audio myself, and I was like, wait a minute, you're doubling, but that was on me. That was on me. Yeah.
Hi everyone.
back.
Welcome back to Horsin Around. A Friendship is
Welcome
Magic.
back to Gak Attack, the Gak Retrospective podcast.
That's right. We're
about Gak.
nothing but Gak.
Nothing but Gak, baby.
I'm your host Pearl. This is my lovely co-host.
Hello, this is V. Today's best pony is Spike the Magic Dragon.
You know what? You're right. Spike the Magic Dragon.
This is Spike's big moment.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that.
This is the one time Spike is important to the resolution of the plot.
First, last, and only.
Yep.
I think he gets recognized for his efforts today.
He does.
Sort of.
Later on.
Well, this gets the stained glass window.
That is true. Yeah, that's true. Hey everyone, we're here at season 3.
Yeah, wow! Welcome to season 3 officially. Last time was a sort of bonus episode of between seasons. We're officially here at season 3, the golden age, as I think is undebatably the golden age of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic.
This is the peak of Friendship is Magic.
Those 12 perfect weeks of nothing but bangers.
12 weeks of good episodes, and then we get Equestria Girls.
Get Equestria Girls, yeah. You know, looking, not to talk about Equestria Girls too much, but looking back on Equestria Girls, it was actually good. It was actually really good.
Yeah,
I think we just weren't we didn't want it, right? Like nobody wanted this.
It's because everyone was mad it took away from season 3.
I think everyone is also mad that it was fucking ugly, which it is. It's hard to get past the fact that looking at Equestria Girls is not really very pleasant of a thing to do with your time. But, if you take it sort of, on its own terms, I think it's really good. For what it is, we'll get there, at the end of the season, obviously, in a couple weeks.
If you look... Oh, yeah. I'll say this piece when we get to it. It's been about a month since we last, did an episode. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling super bad because I'm sick.
Yeah, I saw.
I had to go to the hospital the other day because I am suffering from vertigo.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it's not great over here. I'm doing okay. I'm recovering, but it sucks.
Are you having to take that that medicine you take on planes, like Dramamine?
Yeah, I'm taking some shit. I'm taking I can't even pronounce this crap. Yeah, they got me on something. I have 15 doses of it.
Something
it's just take if needed. So if they gave me stuff for dizziness and they gave me stuff for nausea.
Okay.
And the nausea stuff she's working, but the dizziness, the anti-dizziness medication, they were like, this only works about 60% of people. And I'm okay.
Okay, sure.
So you might just be this is the best medication that we have for this, but if it doesn't work for you, you're just kind of out of luck. And I'm like, okay, it's not really, I don't know if it's not working. It's not as, the first, day when I went to the hospital was, super, it was really, really, that's why I went to the hospital. It hasn't been that bad, but I'm at 40% right now. It's I can't my head is still dizzy and stuff. I'm gonna after we're done with that podcast, I'm gonna have to text my boss and be like, hey, I'm not coming into the office. I'll work from home for the next week or two because I can't drive.
Hey, it's literally a danger to me to drive.
Yeah, she'll be fine with it. She doesn't care, but I'll have to be yeah, I can't get in a car and operate a motor vehicle. It's not safe for me to do that. So that kind of sucks. And I missed 2 days to work. Yeah. But I got up this morning and I watched My Little Pony, and so presuming I don't die, we'll be here.
We'll be here. We're here talking about horses. Season 3, episodes 1 through 2, the Crystal Empire.
These episodes aired obviously sequentially on November the 10th of 2012. Both these episodes were written by Megan McCarthy, who also wrote the season 2 finale. So we're 4 weeks deep with just Megan here for a minute. Maybe is she? I wonder how many episodes that feature Shining Armor and Cadence that she wrote personally. Because so far it's just her.
They
Come
might
to
just
think of it, maybe
she
they're
might be the
her
writer.
characters.
They're her
Yeah, maybe they're her
characters.
characters. Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't look too far ahead into this because we know. Uh, Actually, I did say last time that I would like be like, here's the writer's credits like forward and backwards, but I totally forgot to do that. Let me take a look at this real quick.
It's fine. It's gonna
Megan
wait.
McCarthy's writing credits so far. Just Dragon Shy, Call of the Cutie, Green Isn't Your Color, Party of One, Less Than Zero, Sweet Elite, Horsin Hoops Day, both parts of Candlelight Wedding, and Crystal Empire. She will not be back until the season 4 opener, Princess Twilight Sparkle. I believe that's the opener, and then she'll also write the 2-part finale, Twilight's Kingdom of season 4, and a couple episodes there in between.
So famous for writing all the crazy breakdown episodes and the good finales.
She's a real Twilight trooper out here. She wrote probably most of Twilight's best episodes, I would say. She also wrote Equestria Girls and Equestria Girls Rainbow Rocks and My Little Pony the movie.
Okay.
Wow. So I mean, I would say that Megan is probably like one of the, maybe the most important writer in My Little Pony, in terms of like how many like big episodes she's written, just like how much of the sort of like character, like the big stuff.
Like,
she wrote a lot of songs.
She's written most of the big stuff, and Larson handles the rest.
Yeah, I mean, Larson does a lot of this stuff. We're actually going to be next, not to skip ahead, but our next episode today, episode 3, is Dave Pulaski episode, who I think, is this his debut on the show?
That's a new name.
Yeah, Dave Pulaski, let me look at he's not listed on his Wikipedia page. He wrote 13 episodes of the show. You know, we'll get to that when we get to the 3rd episode. I'll just, I'll do this in the background while we're talking. But yeah, so we are back at it with My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. We are here in season no, apparently Dave Pulaski did write for the show. He wrote Over a Barrel and Feeling Pinky Keen. So that's not a good track record so far,
Dave.
Dave.
That's not a good track record, Pulaski.
Well, we'll get there. Anyway, season 3, episode 1, The Crystal Empire. What is the Crystal Empire?
We're about to find out.
Don't worry about it. No, we're not.
It's so we see Celestia's assistant for the first time.
She's cute. That's the first note I wrote.
She shows up all the time in the background, and she really only talks in the comics.
The first note I wrote for this season is the Secretary Pony is cute.
I don't even know her real name.
I don't know if she hasn't. So she never has speaking lines in the show, so I don't know if they even bother to give her a name.
Secretary.
I think Celestia's like banging her secretary, or like...
You know what she might be?
She may be Luna's banging her.
Celestia's... I didn't bring up anything. Celestia's assistant? What is Celestia's assistant's name? Her name is Raven.
Her name is what?
Her name is Raven.
Raven? That's not a name.
That's not
a pony name?
It's not a pony name.
This WCW? That's not a name. She's not even like colored like fucking whatever. Okay, somebody made that up, so she doesn't have a name.
The official wiki calls her Raven Inkwell.
Raven Inkwell. Okay, that doesn't... Sure.
You know what?
Sure, why not?
Whatever.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, right? Who cares? So...
A guard rushes in to tell Celestia, it has returned.
And yeah, like it's fucking hurricanes. You're like, that.
I wrote down, how many it has returned warnings do you think Celestia has in place?
Yeah, like how does she, is it like inflections? Like she's like, oh fuck. What, they don't even talk about in this episode what triggers the return of the Crystal Kingdom, do they?
Nope.
It just happens.
It just manifested one day.
Maybe... Okay, I was gonna say maybe because of Cadence, but that doesn't make any fucking sense because she's been around for quite a while.
They explain later on that it's Sombra spell weakening on the kingdom.
They explain that in the television program?
I think so.
Maybe, yeah. You don't see the Crystal Kingdom for a while, actually, after this. You'd think it would be like a major location in the third season of the show. It's fucking not.
We also have to
Does it
remember
even-
this is a Star Wars reference. It's entirely a Star Wars reference.
Yeah, it's entirely a Star Wars reference. I mean, they do a really cheeky one with the Shining Armor like 5 minutes from now.
Yep.
It's so funny they put it in the recap in the second part of the episode. Like, fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, this is just it's just all Star Wars. I mean, a lot of plot points in My Little Pony, just fucking Star Wars. There's some other shit like that, you know?
It's crazy to me that Star Wars has such a big place in pop culture media.
Because it sucks.
Because it sucks.
Yeah. Well, remember we did the whole, like, ending of New Hope in the Discord
the
two-parter?
Discord thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was funny.
Anyway, Twilight has received a message that she has to take a test, and obviously she freaks out because she's Twilight.
Something got lost in translation here because before the like in the cold open, Celestia says, "Send a message to Twilight Sparkle." First of all, you send those messages yourself, so I don't know why you're asking someone else to do it. Send a message to Twilight Sparkle. Tell her she needs to come to the Candelot right away, and then it does the opening, which is still the same as the season 2 version, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it cuts to Twilight having a fucking spaz attack, as always. Good reintroduction to the characters. At least just to Twilight in this season.
It's been 7 months.
It's been a while. I mean, not like I don't think they needed to reintroduce the characters at all, but just to like remind you, like, hey, this Twilight Sparkle is like, because they don't really do this for anybody else except for like her and Spike, really. When Twilight's like flipping the fuck out, losing her mind, she's talking about like Celestia has a test for me, and it's like, when was that communicated to me as the audience? Right now, apparently.
A lot of good bits between her and Spike here.
This is a really great two-parter for her and Spike. They have a lot of great moments in these episodes. It's awesome because they needed to set up like the whole third act of the second episode. To like let you know like Twilight and Spike are like tight like that. But yeah, there are a lot of good bits in this episode. Spike's like, hey, maybe you should like relax.
Maybe you should like calm down. And then and then she blasts him with magic.
She blows the whole fucking treehouse up. That's called foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
Foreshadowing is a literary device.
Foreshadowing is a literary device.
There's no way they had that idea in their head already, right? For season 4? Season 5?
We have Luna being like, hey, do you think we should solve should solve this issue?
Luna says, hey, can I be in this episode? And Celestia says, fucking no.
Luna's like, hey, can I solve this problem? And Celestia's like, no.
What the fuck was Luna gonna do?
She was gonna blast him with magic.
What if that would have worked?
I feel like it would work.
Was just gambling on Twilight Sparkle.
She loves doing this. She loves gambling on Twilight.
She does, like, I mean, okay. To be fair, this time around, okay. So Twilight goes to the castle, right, and she meets Celestia, and Celestia explains the Crystal Empire has sort of returned to our reality after it was gone for what, 1,000
Surprise!
years.
There's another tribe of ponies.
Yeah. God, I would love you to try to explain to me any fucking part of how this shit works at all, but they don't because like no one cares. And so Celestia's like, yeah, so the Crystal Empire is resurfaced after 1,000 years. And she explains that it vanished, 1,000 years ago because of the machinations of their evil King Sombra. This is the first time we ever hear about the first time we ever hear about a male pony of authority.
And another pony civilization.
Now, I'm not going to keep nitpicking about this. Sombra is not a crystal pony.
He is not. He is a unicorn.
Did he always look like that?
Yes.
He always had the evil curved horn and shit?
Yeah.
Like before he was evil?
Hey, guess what? Evil? In the comics, they explain he's an entirely different species.
He's not a pony?
He is what is known as an umbrum.
Okay, well, she definitely calls him a unicorn in this episode.
Yeah, she does.
Celestia definitely calls him a unicorn in
Yep.
this episode, so that's fucking awesome. Um, do we retcon that in the show? Is that just comic stuff?
It is literally just comic stuff.
Okay, as spoilers, Summer shows back up in like season 6 or 7.
Season
something
8.
Like that. Season 8. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Summer shows back up season 8, and he probably has maybe 2 more lines of dialogue than he did in this entire 2-parter, which is about 3 lines of dialogue in total. So Celestia says, yeah, he, Evil King Sombra, blah, 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 enslaved the ponies. Slavery is real, by the way.
Yeah, slavery is real.
exists.
Fucking his only line. My crystal slave.
My crystals. It's so funny. We didn't give a shit. We didn't give a shit back then about any of this stuff.
No.
Developing our antagonist? Fuck no, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? He shows up, has 3 lines, gets blasted to oblivion.
This doofus follows up Discord. Like,
This guy, this is the new season premiere villain.
Sorry, I mean he follows up Chrysalis, who also barely had any dialogue.
Yeah.
Well, I guess technically she had a lot of dialogue, but all of it was when she was Cadence.
At least Chrysalis had like a presence.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Sombra is just sort of the vague idea of a threat in these episodes. So anyway, so Celestia's like, yeah, so something, blah blah blah. You got to save the day. She picks up a crystal that I guess is from the Crystal Kingdom. And she does at this point. So here's where I was getting at like 5 minutes ago. Celestia covers her own ass for once and says that even I don't really know anything about the Crystal Kingdom. What the fuck does that mean?
They show up. They Celestia and Luna show up to save it, and then it vanishes.
Yeah, kind of makes it seem like it was their fault, right?
It's like, I mean,
so we do get a sort of a flashback that Celestia and Luna, who are clearly wielding the elements of harmony because they have like the rainbow beam thing, show up to liberate the people of the Crystal Kingdom, the Crystal Empire, excuse me. Crystal Kingdom just kind of rolls better off the tongue, but I guess we can't call it a kingdom because
it's ruled by a queen.
Well, it's ruled by a princess.
Yeah, it's ruled by a princess.
And whatever shining armor is.
It's like, yeah, they hear about this enslaved civilization. They show up, blast Sombra, and Sombra angrily seals away the Empire forever.
Yeah, I suppose he curses the Empire to fall to darkness. This happens in Dark Souls, if you think about it. Like,
yeah,
this is basically what happens in like Dark Souls, except not at all. This is what happens to Ulusil. Anyway, so Celestia for once is like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Like, this is the only time that she ever offers a legitimate excuse. She's like, I don't know what's going on, man. So we're just gonna send you in there.
Twilight, you are my problem solver.
And just whatever happens, yeah. Also, Shining Armor Canes are already there. But I can't rely on them for shit, so...
I mean, they beat Chrysalis, I guess. But Twilight, you have a 2-0 track record with Nightmare Moon and Discord.
You gotta, yeah, I mean, she's got a 2-0, yeah. I mean, I guess she's got a 2-1 because she did lose to Chrysalis. Like, she definitely lost that fight.
Yeah, Twilight has a 2-1 record.
She's like 2-1, which is better than Cadence and Shining Armor, like 1-0, I guess. So she says, okay, so you and your friends, like all your Proteoville friends, obviously, she says like your Proteoville friends, like she doesn't mean the bearers of the elements of fucking harmony, which we don't bring up at all. It's like she doesn't
care about them.
Yeah, that shit's already irrelevant. Yeah, I mean Celestia's like 3-0, like she jobs every time.
Yeah, Celestia is 0-0,
or she's 0-3. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she says you and your Proteoville friends, not the elements of harmony because that doesn't work here. I didn't really think about that until I started talking right now that they don't bring up the elements of harmony at all in this episode. It's not relevant.
It's because the writers introduce a new artifact and we can't use the old artifact to solve the problem.
Well, we do try to use the elements at the end of this. Well, we do use the elements at the end of the season, but I guess we didn't want to. We also the elements lost last time. Well, we didn't even get a chance to use them. I
They
guess.
didn't even get a chance to use them.
Would they have worked? I guess they
Oh,
would have.
they
Right?
absolutely would have worked on Sombra because they work on him in season 8.
Oh, well, they would have worked on Chrysalis
Season
too,
8.
right? Like they would have like. So okay, so let me think about it. So in season 1, the elements of harmony sort of reform Nightmare Moon back to Luna. Like it
Yes.
banishes the darkness in her heart, which is later quantified to be an actual evil entity that was like parasiting onto her.
Yes, Nightmare Moon
And
is a
not just,
separate
like-
entity.
Nightmare Moon is a separate entity. Is that only comic shit, or does that get established in the show as well?
That's only comic shit.
in the
That's only
comics,
comic
okay.
shit.
But it doesn't really matter. The point is that it banishes the darkness in her heart, right? With Discord, it turns him to stone. It does not reform him or any other shit like that. I guess that was their intent. It's just like an intentional thing. So if they had used the elements on Chrysalis and the changelings, would that have like kickstarted their like season 9, season 8 like reform?
Spoilers: if we go off the entire series finale, it would have turned Chrysalis to stone too.
What? Fuck you, bitch!
Yeah, they turn her to stone in the final fight.
Man, fuck you, bitch! There's no goodness in her heart at all. There was none.
No.
Maybe that's why. I guess that's why it works like that on Luna, because there was some decency left in her. I guess. But like Chrysalis is just straight up evil. But like if it hit all the other changelings in Canterlot, would it have like started turning them back into normal? Like would it have turned them back to normal like yellow changelings?
Maybe.
Or
Who
whatever
knows?
color?
This is all theorizing.
Yeah, who fucking knows, right? Anyway, so the elements of harmony don't matter. Twilight didn't think about it either. She said, you and your little hodunk friends go down to Crystal Empire. Yes, we do have a train line that goes there. It's weird, I know. And just solve the problem. Okay, yeah, it seems simple enough. Do you know how to do that? Nope.
Get in
Not
the
at all.
crystal.
Celestia also uses dark magic in this?
Yeah, we see the first instance of evil magic in the setting.
Which is just the magic that Sombra uses. I guess we do see this kind of later, but not really quite stylized the same.
We see this when Trixie uses the Alicorn amulet.
Yeah, but it's not the same effect completely. It's like slightly different. But yeah, like it's just the Alicorn amulet, and like there's some other stuff that happens later like this. But like it's not like it's bad for you or anything.
It just
like
causes scary things to happen.
this is like the equivalent of like if like in like we're gonna keep talking about Star Wars here. What if in like New Hope, like for like 2 seconds, Ben Kenobi just started using Force lightning?
He just started shooting lightning.
He just like fucking just like shot the shit out of some stormtrooper, and they just went back to normal, like nobody talked about it. These are the droids you're looking for.
But it makes sense.
Fucking just kills a guy. Like what the fuck was that? Yeah, I
I mean,
don't do that.
It was for an example that
Yeah.
Celestia showed Twilight about how dark magic works.
Well, she does it. Yeah, she does it later, but it's not like dark magic like corrupts your soul or anything like that. Maybe if you use it more often, just one time is fine. Taking one hit of the cigarette and just putting it down, you know, it's fine. It's not a big deal.
Take a hit of this dark magic, Twilight.
Take a hit of this crazy shit, bro. So yeah, oh yeah, Twilight sings a song after this.
Yeah, she sings a song called fucking
The Failure
the
Song.
failure song.
We are really. I feel like every time that we have a song in this show, the title of the song is always just whatever Daniel Ingram named the song for like shorthand when he was writing it, and then he submitted that, and then whoever the writer is was like, "Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
gonna
fine.
change the name of the fucking
I'm
song."
good with that.
The Failure Song. It's like super lame. Like, you probably could have named this something better, right? For sure. Anyway, first song of season 3, hot out of the gate. It's not the best song in the world. It's nice though.
It's fine. So I have a question: Are these the new updated models, or do we not get this till season 4?
I was really wondering about that myself, because I think I wrote.
They're a lot more articulate here.
Yeah, I wrote after the song. Like after the song, I wrote animation is a lot more expressive to this season, even to the point of over exaggeration. I don't think, if memory serves, the new models don't appear until season 4, but I think here in season 3, I think they had just learned how to use the models they have now enough to get these kinds of things out of them without totally breaking them. Like, I think this is just sort of like season 3 is just sort of like a victory lap of like us, like us, like the animators and stuff, like learning how to use the original versions of the models like to their most fullest. Because like this episode, like especially like Too Many Pinkie Pies has a lot of like animated stuff, and I mean obviously like a lot of stuff like it's really animated. That episode feels like it's really just like sort of like a show off for the animators to like just say what they can do and stuff. But I'm under the impression that the updated like skeletal models for the kits like don't appear until season 4. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't actually look into that to like check it. That seems to be because also like in season 4 the lighting rig changes and like everything sort of looks a little bit better starting in season 4. Like the frames are a little bit better, the lighting rigs are a little bit better, like animation's a little bit smoother. There's less weird breaking in the models, like when they're like their necks are stretched too long or something weird is happening. It's a lot better in season 4. So maybe I don't know. Maybe they're working with some 11 in between here,
learning their craft with the models they have on hand right now.
Yeah, I think they probably also got a budget increase this season. Because the thing is that like Equestria Girls must have been pretty cheap to make because it looks like shit.
It doesn't look great.
It like not like aesthetically ugly, as like I said before, it is aesthetically ugly, but animation wise, it is stiff and just fucking weird looking. It's a weird, bad looking movie.
Probably because they were on a crunch time to release it as soon as the season ended.
Yeah, they were probably crunching on it, and it probably didn't get it didn't get as much budget and as much polish as it should have. So I think probably some of that money ended up funneling back into season 3, and so they were able to sort of be a little bit more expressive this season, if I had to guess. That's all purely speculation on my part. We have no way of verifying that probably, but Equestria Girls did look really fucking bad. Rainbow Rocks looked way better by comparison. It looks way better. But like, the original Equestria Girls looks fucking bad. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Speaking of proficiency, in the failure song, basically the only thing really of note here is, Twilight really shows off how good she's become with, her teleportation magic.
She is incredibly good at teleporting.
She's like doing flips and stuff now. Like it just for me, that's just sort of like a little nice like sort of end cap to her journey with learning teleportation back in season 1.
It's her favorite and most used spell.
It's her favorite most used spell, yeah. But like we talked about this way back in like season 1 episode like 3, I think, when she first ever started using it. That she would like when she teleported the first couple of times in season 1, it would like take a lot of energy, and she would always be like basically about to collapse when she did it, and she would be like facing the wrong direction or shit like that. Like she wasn't very good at it, but now she's like teleporting and like standing on her hand, like standing on her hooves and shit like that, like doing handstands and shit, like hoof stands. She's way more proficient with it now. It's just, nice little through line. Also when she does the little part where she recites Pi, the pony that responds to her is named Bill Nay.
Bill Nay, the science gay.
Hey, yep, that's Bill Nay, the science pony. Basically this song, I mean, it's nice. I like Twilight's singing voice. I can't remember the actress's name, the singer's name, because it's not Tara Strong. Although this is one of the more jarring places where it switches from her singing voice to her speaking voice. When she does the pie bit, it's really jarring.
A little bit.
I think this might have been the time when everybody, like, if you didn't already know, I think it was clear to everybody, like, oh, the speaking voice and the singing voice are not the same person. Like, I think if you didn't already know that, I think, like, I remember people in, like, they're like when the song aired or whatever being like, oh, that's a different person, like that's not Tara Strong like singing.
It's because you have to write up a whole new contract for a voice actor if they do the singing and the talking.
Yeah, it's also my assumption was always that they didn't want Twilight's singing voice to sound like Tara Strong's singing voice, because maybe not one of Tara Strong's best strong suits.
Like when she
The
sings,
voice
she
acting.
doesn't sound like Twilight.
No, and if she did it while sounding like Twilight, I think it would sound bad. There's
Hmm.
like in Fairly Odd Parents, to use an example, is a Fairly Odd Parents. One of the Fairly Odd Parents movies does have a song in it, and there's a part in it where Timmy, who's of course voiced by Tara Strong, where Timmy sings, and they have Tara do it in the Timmy Turner voice. It doesn't sound very good,
Well,
and
that's
I think
because Timmy's a very high pitched little guy.
yeah, but like yeah, and I think they were just like I don't think that this is what we want, or maybe it was just like Tara would have been too expensive if we also put singing in her contract.
Hmm.
Because she typically has, especially like in season one where they made these contracts, Tara Strong has, of course, the most lines of anybody in the entire show. I wonder what that looks like in season three or like season four. When it's more like, like when like as the show goes on, Twilight Sparkle is less and less needing to be in every single scene.
Yep.
I wonder what that looks like now. But like, it's at that point, it's like, why bother reestablishing like things that have already been established? Like Ashley Ball sings for herself. And Andrea Libben sing for themselves, but they both have musical backgrounds. I mean, Ashley Ball's in a fucking band,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't make sense for them like not to do that. But basically, the point of this song is just to illustrate that Twilight is anxious about this sort of whole thing, which is really a key issue in her sort of character arc in this two-parter and
It's
in
her.
this season overall.
It's her Disney princess song.
It's a Disney princess song. Yeah, I mean, it basically is. Yeah, I think like that. It definitely is. Yeah, this is Twilight's like mindset song. Like she's very nervous about this whole thing. She's not very confident like in herself, But she kind of like it's interesting. She kind of fakes it almost in front of the others. Like she has this whole song in front of like with and in front of Spike.
Spike is there.
Kathleen Winslet gets to sing a little bit in the song. That's nice. Um, Spike is there, and she doesn't really have any problems, expressing her anxiety in front of Spike, which is, nice,
She's
right?
lived with that guy for 10 years.
Well, yeah, Spike is her confidant, but she has this whole song where she expresses how like anxious she is about this. She's not very confident that she can, do what she's been asked. And then as soon as she runs in her friends, she immediately starts acting confidently. All right, girls, we're going to the Crystal Empire. Like, she's not gonna like put that on in front of them. It's nice because every scene where Twilight expresses anxiety in this two-parter is either only by herself or only with Spike. Anytime that she's with any of the other girls, she's always like acting like a leader in front of them, which is interesting.
It's a
definitely
different character
season
thing.
tension.
It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, she's not showing it in front of the others because she knows it'll worry them.
Because she knows it'll worry them, and because she's like the leader here, like now maybe more than ever she sees herself as being the leader of this little troop of idiots, because like this test, she was explicitly given this task by Celestia, like this is all riding on her. Like she can't fall apart in front of everybody else because they'll fall apart too, and she doesn't want them to see like her. Yeah, I forgot about that. Hi, Megan. See, like we can get this stuff in season two, man. We're doing some crazy shit.
This is how she's feeling, but on the outside, she's not showing it.
Yeah, she's not showing. It's really interesting. We skipped over the part where, for some fuck ass reason, Celestia like grabs Twilight by the throat before she leaves. She grabs her by the throat and says, "Only you can do this.
Only you can solve the problem. No help from
Don't
anybody else.
Let anyone else help you, or I will fucking kill you." Okay, what?
Why would you say that? Only you, Twilight.
Okay. Then why the fuck are my friends coming with me? Only you. Okay. Fuck that friendship shit. Do it on your own. Okay, sorry. Yeah. And then she walks out and Luna glares at her. What the fuck was that about?
Yeah, Luna fucking glares at her as she walks by.
Were they just fucking with her?
If we're going... Okay, hear me out. This is after Luna and Twilight break up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they're on a rough patch. Only you can do this. Don't let anyone else help you, or you'll fail the test. Because this is a test.
This is a test,
You know
Twilight.
why?
Only you can do it.
she's not told what the test is for. We know what the test is for. It's the
Yes.
prevailing thing in season 3, but she's not told this.
She's not. It's entirely the setup for Twilight becoming an Alicorn in the finale.
Yeah, because they tease this at the end of the episode too. But Twilight isn't told this. In fact, she's not even told after she passes the test at the end of the episode. So, you know, we're just like kind of left wondering about that, which is nice. I mean, this is basically the first time in the show that we've had like setup.
Yeah.
Except no, well, technically that's not true. We did set up the Grand Galloping Gala in season 1, actually.
The second instance of setup.
Real setup that matters is the first time this is happening. Or sort of like a mystery, you know, like a mystery setup sort of thing.
I remember people were like going crazy what this was setting up. They were speculating.
Yeah, I don't remember what we were saying back then, but there's definitely a lot of like. I think everybody. I mean, it's not hard. Everybody caught on pretty quick in the episode that like everybody's getting a thing this episode, like this season. Like everybody's getting like a real character centric episode. You know, it's not as obvious as it is in like season 4, where they like literally show you a fucking like blinking icon that says this character has fulfilled their part of this season thing, you know. But the setup is there, you know. It's way more. It is part of the Alicorn thing. Do you think Celestia expected her to ascend from this? I don't think she expected it now, because there's a nut like she like in Magical Mystery Cure, she gets the like the Star Sword Bearded book or whatever, and like that, like her being able to figure that out is clearly like the last test. So I think she expected her to win, like to like get it off of that. But I think if Twilight had come back from the Crystal Kingdom as an Alicorn, she'd been like, what the fuck?
Maybe Celestia,
maybe she would have if she'd done it by herself, but that doesn't make sense either, because she's the Princess of Friendship.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, again, this is absolutely Celestia setting her up to become an Alicorn. She probably wasn't
really
expecting it to happen there.
I don't really know why the idea here was that Twilight needs to do this by herself, unless Celestia's intention was for Twilight to disobey her orders.
That has to be it, because like the solution is getting other people to help.
Yeah, the solution was like, I mean, it depends on how far you stretch that. Like, not to like go to the back, like the very end of the episode, but like the solution is that it ends up like Spike's the one that kind of like does the thing.
Yes.
Like Twilight gets it to the end goal, and then Spike like runs it in, basically, right? Like,
and
in Twilight's mind, that doesn't count. Like, Twilight's mind, she failed the test. And according to Celestia, technically, yes, you didn't follow my orders, because Spike is the one who actually did it. But
you passed the test.
Blah, blah, blah. And then you passed the test anyway, because et cetera, which we'll get into later. But, like, in Twilight's mind, and I guess in Celestia's as well, like, having the other members of the main 6, like, having the other members of the main 6 like set up like the Crystal Fair and like sort of play interference for Twilight doesn't count. Like, they were helping, but they weren't like helping.
They weren't solving the problem.
They were there. They weren't solving. Yeah, because actually, very explicitly, they were not solving the problem. They were stalling while Twilight tried to solve the problem. And technically, also Cadence helped a lot too.
A lot.
So she kind of did it, really, if you think about it. But yeah, maybe they didn't expect her to be. Maybe they expected her to be the Princess of Magic or something like that, and that's why Celestia wanted to push her to do it by herself. Like, she was trying to push Twilight to like unlock that powers. I don't know. Who knows? Celestia works in mysterious ways. She doesn't even know what the hell she's doing.
From what we see at the end of season 3, and I guess later shit with Cadence in the comic, becoming an Alicorn is you have to do it yourself.
Yeah, because I mean, in Magical Mystery Cure,
Twilight solves the spell.
Twilight essentially solves the problem herself, more or less.
Yes.
You know, because everybody else is incapacitated. So essentially, it's something you can only do alone. But maybe because of the nature of the way that she ascended is how she became like the Princess of Friendship. Or
yes.
I mean, it's not clear if like she could have become something different if there were other circumstances, or if that's just that she was only ever going to be like this, just only one thing you can become.
I like my wife's interpretation of that. She would have maybe become the Alicorn of Magic instead of the Alicorn of Friendship.
Yeah, like if the circumstances were different, yeah, like she would have like turned into like she would have like gotten
A different aspect.
power. Yeah, I mean whatever that actually fucking means, which is nothing, but
You know.
I mean, Celestia and Luna raise the sun and the moon. I mean, what do Cadence and Twilight do?
Cadence forces people to be in love, and Twilight likes making friends.
Yep, there you go. Twilight's aspect is that she's a school teacher.
Yeah. Twilight tells her friends, "All right, everybody, we're going to the Crystal Empire," and they're like, "What the fuck is that?"
And they're like, what the fuck is that? She's like, I don't fucking know.
We get to the
never heard of this
Crystal
shit.
Empire. It's snowy as hell, and we get our first fucking Star Wars reference.
We get a big Star Wars reference. Yeah, it's Shining Armor comes out wearing the Hoth snow gear from episode 5. Like, dead ass.
He's just wearing the snow gear.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
Hey, and then why does the Sombra sound like the Prowler theme from Spider-Verse?
Yeah, it does, right? It's funny. Should have been. They should have just like done that. Like, so they get on a train and they go to the Crystal Empire, and the train stops in the middle of fucking nowhere. And
The
then they gotta
literal
walk 10
middle
miles to get to the-
of an Arctic
fucking-
wasteland.
Why couldn't it just have gone to the fucking kingdom?
No, middle of the Arctic wasteland.
How is there even a train line that goes that far north anyway? There's nothing out there. Okay, so Celestia probably knew where the Crystal Empire was.
Yes.
Right. Maybe she got the location wrong by a couple like 1,000 meters, and so she commissioned a train line to go there with the eventual hope that it will return someday, so that they could get there. And so like 400 years ago when they like invented trains or whatever the fuck. Celestia is like, okay, well, I would like a train line to go this far up north, and like, there's nothing up there, and she's like, don't fucking question me.
Don't question me.
Just fucking do it.
I'm God.
I'm gonna do it. Just fucking do it. Maybe she got the location of the Crystal Kingdom, the Crystal Empire, wrong by a few thousand meters, so the train line stops there.
She's old. She can forget things.
She saw the Crystal Empire like one time for like 10 seconds, and then it was gone. So she came back a couple hundred years later and just kind of forgot where it was, It's like she learns, she comes back and she's like...
Sorry to say, Princess, we're literally like a few thousand meters off from the Empire.
Her and Luna have been arguing about this for 1,000 fucking years. She's pissed off because Luna was right.
It's like...
I
told you it's this point of the map.
I told you it was this way, you idiot. Fuck you. That's why Luna was pissed off. That's why they were both pissed off. They just took it out on Twilight.
Yeah.
So they get to the Crystal Kingdom.
Sombra is a scary shadow thing.
They attacked by Sombra's scary shadow thing, and it fucks Shining Armor's horn so he can be useless.
It gives him horn STDs.
Yep, so he can be useless as usual.
Yep.
It's funny that Cadence is the one casting your shield spell this time.
Yeah, they get
it's kind of like an illusion almost, because like she makes it look like it's this happened in Dark Souls, makes it look like it's daytime.
Yeah, they get to the Crystal Empire and it is sunny and warm and is completely held up by Cadence being awake for 72 hours straight.
Yeah, how long? Yeah, how long have they been here before Twilight showed up? Like,
I'm gonna assume at least a day or two.
So I assume that as soon as Crystal Empire showed up, Celestia immediately dispatched Cadence and Shining Armor to go there.
Yes, and then got Twilight there as soon as possible.
And then get Twilight there as soon as possible. We know that the train to Canterlot takes about half a day or something, right?
And if
a couple hours,
if we look at the distance on the map, we can assume.
So you can assume that she's been there for at least a full day, maybe.
It's maybe like a 2 or 3 day journey from Canterlot to the Frozen North.
Yeah, maybe
by train.
So she's probably been there for like at least 24 hours.
And has been awake casting a spell the whole time.
yeah, has been awake and casting magic the entire time, so it's understandable that she's pretty fucked up. And also Rarity is just jerking off in the corner.
I wrote down, Rarity is physically attracted to rocks. She would have loved Steven's universe.
She, I wrote that Rarity started clopping the second that she got here.
Yeah,
made fun of her for it too.
They learn about crystal ponies, and Rarity's like, oh, horses made of crystal?
Me horny?
Me horny? And fucking Applejack and Rainbow Dash start rage baiting her?
Yeah, they start fucking with her. Yeah, it's not even that cool. It's pretty lame. I've seen better castles. She's like, fucking shut up. Fuck both of you. Shut up. Fuck off. So, alright, so they get the lay of the land, basically, right? Like, there's crystal ponies here, which nobody mentioned until now, actually, come to think of it.
Nobody mentioned. Imagine living your whole life thinking there were, like, maybe 3 tribes of ponies, 4 if you count bat ponies. Like, oh yeah, there's another species of ponies that live up here.
Crystal ponies are all earth ponies, right?
Yes, everyone we've seen have been earth ponies.
So they're not like, I mean, they're like a different species, right? Like, they're not like...
They're...
Like, where do they come from? Because we know the history of the 3 tribes in, like, the northern lands, but...
Maybe they're the tribe...
FiM is also in the northern lands?
Maybe they're the portion of the earth tribe that stayed behind?
Maybe. And they just, like, found the crystal heart and, like, were changed over time to like be crystal ponies, like some kind of like magical evolution or something. So they stayed in the, because this is the same northern region that like is the ancestral home of ponies, right? Like,
yes.
There's only one north in Equestria.
Yes.
I wonder if it's like past. I'll have to look at the fucking map of it's like past where the yaks live.
I'll get you the map. I got it right here.
Yeah, I don't fucking remember.
Where's my map?
I'm just saying there should have been a yak in this. This should have just been a yak.
We don't meet those guys till season 4.
A crystal yak.
A crystal yak.
Yak's best at crystals. Fuck you.
Here you go.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see it.
So yeah, Canterlot...
Okay, so it's actually not further back. The yaks are actually further out into the mountains than the Crystal Empire is.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Yakistan. But there's like a direct path from the Crystal Empire to Yakistan?
Yes, there is. a direct path.
There's a direct path from Yakistan to the Crystal Empire. What the fuck? Man, whatever. Fucking fuck you. Yeah, I mean, they probably... I bet the yaks probably know more about the Crystal Empire than fucking ponies do.
Oh yeah, there was some ponies that stayed behind when you left. Fuck you.
Fuck you, yeah. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Crystal Empire is, like, smack dab in the middle of, like, what used to be, like, Earth Pony territory or something like that. Like in the old days. So, yeah, maybe they're just Earth Ponies who stayed behind. They found the Crystal Heart and, like, became Crystal Ponies. I don't know if there's anything in lore that contradicts that.
There is nothing in lore that contradicts that. This is our own headcanon.
Because there's nothing in the lore about Crystal Ponies at all.
Nope.
There's no lore about this shit anywhere.
They were made for season 3.
Yep. We like to make new stuff that has weird implications and then not like explain. Megan McCarthy loves doing that. She made Changelings and Crystal Ponies, and none of that shit makes any sense.
Yep.
At all.
I mean, I think it's cool. I love world building like this. Like, you have to fill in the dots yourself.
I like it. That's just fine. Yeah, it's not like I expect like a intrinsic lore dump in like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic that airs on Saturday fucking afternoons on the Hub.
Yep.
Something would have been killer. Just a little something, guys. They have griffin statues, by the way, in the Crystal Empire. Did you notice that?
Yeah, there are some griffin statues.
What the hell does that mean?
Which is weird lore implications.
What the hell does that mean? The Griffin Empire is way fucking far away from
the Griffin Empire is to the east.
It almost couldn't be further away.
Yeah.
Griffinstone is like all the fucking way over here.
All the way to the southeast.
all the way to the southeast. I mean, there's nothing more southeast than that other than like the dragon territory. So what the fuck was that? Were there crystal griffins?
I don't know who. They don't explain this. It was neat background stuff.
Yeah, it did look nice. So
the main six are tasked with finding out what to do to stop Sombra.
Yeah, so like Cadence's protection spell is going to fail eventually because she's eventually going to die from just like
lack of
exhaustion.
Sleep.
Yeah. So we have a couple scenes where the main six are going around trying to get information out of the crystal ponies. They all seem to have collective amnesia regarding basically anything at all.
There is a line they don't want to remember.
Yeah, there's a line. There's like the first one that Twilight talks to. She says, "I can't remember anything before Sombra, and I don't want to remember anything while Sombra was in charge because he literally enslaved us." And then Applejack later does say exactly that they have collective amnesia.
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 She says amnesia.
Collective amnesia. And the only thing that they were able to get out of it is that there's a library, which excites Twilight.
There's also a TF2 reference.
Oh yeah, there's also a TF2 reference. Also, the crystal ponies are all like muted. Like it's clear that this isn't what they're supposed to look like, kind of thing.
They also have like square lights in their eyes compared to the circular ones other fourth ponies have.
Yeah, they have like crystalline eyes, just to let you know, like from a visual glance, that they are crystal ponies. They also all have cutie marks, so they operate like normal ponies, I assume.
Yep.
I assume. I
mean, they're just a whole nother tribe.
They're just a whole other race of ponies that we never really get to learn anything about. I do think it's interesting that they just kind of accept Cadence and Shining Armor being there, and they don't seem to really mind or care. I guess they don't really have an opinion because like
the same way that they react to Twilight and her friends, they're like, oh, we were gone, okay, sure.
Yeah, they don't really care because they're all like weirdly super depressed. Not like weirdly, but like they're like super depressed. Yeah, like man, I wish they had like talked about it a little bit more because it's interesting. But like these people are displaced in time. I mean, the last time that any of them were conscious was 1,000 years ago,
and they were enslaved at that point.
There's an entire civilization of people who have been displaced in time. I mean, 1,000 years ago, I mean, I guess Equestria had to have existed because Cissi and Luna were there.
Yes.
But 1,000 years ago, I mean, the world was, I assume, quite different. Has to have been. At least a little bit.
It was pretty tumultuous 1,000 years ago. They had Nightmare Moon, Discord, and Sombra at some point back to back to back.
Yeah, that shit sucked ass, right? Sombra must have come first or second.
Sombra came.
Nightmare Moon had to have been the last thing that happened.
It was Discord first, right? Sombra second, Nightmare Moon last.
Yeah. For obvious reasons. So shit sucked. I don't even know if those other two things even bothered the crystal ponies. I mean, for all intents and purposes, they were not a part of Equestria.
No, they were their own. They were their own region. They were their own thing.
Celestia and Luna knew nothing about them other than that they existed. Like, they are not subject to the boundaries and laws of the land of Equestria. They don't answer to us. I guess they do now.
No, they remain their own kingdom technically. They remain their own country.
So but I mean so does that make like Cadence and Shining Armor like foreign dignitaries now technically?
Yes.
Like they.
Well, it's weird because Celestia just gives them the Crystal Empire.
Well, I mean, I assume. I mean, she sent them there now because they were the best people for the job with their skill sets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But considering the fact that Cadence and Shining Armor literally saved them all from the devil, I think they probably were pretty willing to basically elect them as their rulers.
Yeah. They go more into this in the comics. Cadence is the descendant of the original Crystal Kingdom ruler.
Right. Which is why she's a fucking Pegasus and not a Crystal Earth Pony.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's right. It's hers, but that's such a bullshit way to justify that. Oh, it's her birthright actually. Fuck you. Whatever, man.
Fuck you, whatever.
Whatever, man. That's fine. We could have just said they elected them as king and queen. I
Yeah.
mean, princess
Princess and her consort.
and boy toy.
Yeah.
It's Princess Cadence and her husband Shining Armor.
Who give a shit about him?
So I guess he's no longer captain of the royal guard, huh?
Oh yeah, he has foregone his job since he is now
Oh.
in charge of, well, boy toy to
His
the woman
wife.
who is in charge of the Crystal Empire.
He's now in charge of impregnating his wife. I think.
You're right.
Yeah. When does that happen? Season 5?
Season 5.
Oh boy. Yeah. So, I wonder if he retired as captain of the guard when they got married, or now.
I would think now, because
Probably now.
by
They
his
decided they were going to stay in the Crystal Empire or something.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a purse dog. Yeah,
Oh.
I mean that's basically what he is.
We
I mean, she's stronger than him. So,
she is yeah. We know alicorns are physically stronger than other
physically
species.
stronger than he is. It's awesome, we get a gratuitous shot of Fluttershy's ass
We
in the
do.
next one, which is awesome.
It's awesome.
I don't
It's
know why they
great.
did that.
Um,
Yeah, so they find a library, and they meet the librarian. This is kind of like what happens in Avatar: The Last Airbender in book 2.
Yeah, they
Anyone?
find the magical book that solves the issues.
They find a magic book that tells them they're fucked. This is what happens in Avatar, actually.
Yeah, there is a book that tells them they're fucked.
Yeah, hey, you're fucked. They managed to find a book that explains to them in more or less terms that the way that the Crystal Empire protected itself is that they have the Crystal Fair, right? Is what it's
Yes,
called.
and the crystal heart. Everything has to have the word crystal in it.
Yeah, and there's a thing called a Crystal Heart, which is not mentioned a lot, but mentioned at the very end. And so we then get another song in this episode, "Ballad of the Crystal Empire," which is a kick-ass name for the song.
Which
this is
dumps
just a-
which dumps the culture of this place onto you as quickly as
This is just an
possible.
It's just an exposition dump, it's like a montage. It's really nice though. It's a nice song. It's got a good flow to it. It's an ensemble piece, which is nice. Good song. It does its job. There's a flugelhorn in it.
The flugelhorn bit's pretty good because it's
Flugelhorn!
Pinky's only joke. Well, not her only joke, but one of her best jokes.
It's actually her only joke for the next half hour of your fucking life.
Is that she
It's
loves the flugelhorn.
Is the only joke we've got for the rest of the episode with Pinkie Pie. Is the flugelhorn. Well, I tell you, it's the only joke that people remembered from this episode when it came out, fandom-wise.
Yeah.
That's all anybody would talk about was Gak and flugelhorns.
Yak. We'll get to that.
Yak.
We'll get into that during the fandom segment.
Yeah, we sure will. And so they put on the Crystal Fair, and it's actually working. The Crystal Ponies are remembering who they are, and they're retaining. They turn back into real Crystal Ponies with their manes done nice, and they're sort of semi-translucent-ish. I'm like, oh shit, this is actually working.
We're doing
I
it.
really- yeah,
And then they
I was like, I
realize,
didn't really
oh,
think-
we need the crystal heart.
Yeah, I didn't really think we'd get this far, to be honest with you. And so they're talking with some of the Crystal Ponies because now they're more willing to talk. And they said, "Oh my god, you guys have the Crystal Heart?" And Rainbow Dash, I think, is like, "Bitch, sure, of course we
Sure.
do."
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah." And they said, "Wow, the Crystal Heart," and then the librarian from earlier exposits to them. I was like, "Oh, the Crystal Heart is
I don't know how you found it.
Is the magical thingamajig that we put our power into and it protects us." And everybody that's like, "Oh fuck."
King Sombra said he sealed it away forever. I don't know how you found it.
And everybody that's like, "Uh-huh. Fuck."
Twilight, we are so fucked.
Yeah, her and Applejack are there, I think, and they both look at each other like, "We are so fucked." And she runs over to Twilight. She says, "Twilight, we're fucked.
Twilight, we're so fucked.
And the episode ends.
Then we get then the entire second half, the entire second episode is Twilight trying to find the crystal heart and everyone else keeping the crystal ponies distracted.
Yep. So we found out at the end of the episode, so the book that Twilight was using, to put on the whole crystal fair, had the last page ripped out, which presumably explains what the librarian already explained, that the purpose of the crystal heart. I guess the implication is that Sombra ripped out one page of this book.
Why wouldn't he just destroy the whole book?
Fuck you, lazy asshole.
I mean, he was probably scrambling when he heard, hey, King Sombra, 2 gods are coming to smite you.
Yeah, oh shit.
Oh shit, let me just rip out this page.
Yeah, shit, fuck, okay. Yeah, right. I hope they don't fucking smite me. Smited. Yeah, so Season 3, Episode 2, Crystal Empire Part 2, of course, aired on the same day. Also, again, written by Megan McCarthy. It would be weird if it wasn't, I guess. This episode opens with a really fun shot I really like. It's, the tracking shot of... It's not a tracking shot because it changes the angle a lot, but it's, like, this really dynamic shot of, like, Twilight Sparkle running down like the stairs and like out through the castle, and Rainbow Dash just like following behind her, flying while they're having this conversation about like their action plan. It's a really, really good like dynamic series of shots, stuff you didn't see in season 2.
They're doing a lot more moving shots in this episode. These episodes,
yeah, a lot more. Like this is like the big like I remembered this shot when I watched it back like today. I was like, oh yeah, this is really like a really dynamic, like interesting shot. Like there's like wide shots of them and like. There's lots of movement, and like there's a part when they're like in the main floor of the castle, and Twilight's kind of like pacing around a little bit, and Rainbow Dash is like kind of flying around, like trying to figure out where she's gonna go next to like follow her. Really interesting, like a lot of movement, interesting stuff, good cameras, like stuff that you were not getting in season 1 or mostly all of season. I don't even think season 2 had stuff like this. Like this is a real level up in terms of like quality of like shots and production and stuff like that. It's really nice.
Keep going, my cat's demanding to be fed.
Oh fuck. I fucking can't remember. I wrote, let's see, Pearl's not here, and this is the part where I was gonna rely on her to remind me what was happening next, because I just wrote my next note. I wrote spiky wakey, and I don't remember what I meant by that. Why didn't I write out a whole note? So okay, let's see. Let me just recheck the thought. So Twilight goes outside and she meets with. She's talking with Rainbow Dash, and she's talking about like, okay, I need to find the crystal heart, and you and everybody else needs to keep the fair going, so that the crystal ponies don't freak the fuck out. Because like Sombra almost got in because Cadence's shield almost dropped, so like we can't have them panicking because that'll just make everything worse. So I need you guys to just pretend like nothing's wrong. Just keep going. Like, don't fuck this up, right? Like, okay, no problem. Can do. Spike insists, Spiky Wakey, my little Spiky Wakey, insists on coming along with Twilight to find the crystal heart. She says, no, Spike, absolutely not. I told you that I cannot, I have to do this by myself, right? You cannot help me at all. And he says, okay, well, I won't help you. I'll just follow you. I'll just follow you around. And she says, okay, fine. So they go back to the castle because she's like, okay, where would Sombra hide this sumbitch? She would probably hide it in the castle because, like, no one would ever go into like Sombra's castle because it's like scary and evil and stuff. She goes in there. She's running around. She can't find it. And then she sees the throne room, like the crystal throne room, and she's like, I get it. This isn't Sombra's castle. And Spike's like, what do you mean? Of course it is. Like, this is where he like lived, right? And she's like, no. She's like, it wouldn't have looked like this. This is like what it normally looks like. It wouldn't look like this if he was in there because he's evil and like has terrible like sense of like style. And so
Twilight uses dark evil magic.
Yeah, she uses dark magic. Yeah, welcome back. She uses dark magic to shoot Dark Magic at the throne, and then it opens a secret Dark Souls asshole in the ground. She goes down the hole. She falls and trips and almost falls in her face. She catches herself with levitation, which is a reference to Fallout Equestria. Self-levitating is
it's really cool.
It's Fallout Equestria reference.
It's cool. That's a reflexive thing for Twilight.
Yeah. Well, that was Little Pip's whole.
That was a Little Pip. She stole that flow from Little Pip.
She was Little Pip's whole stupid fucking bit. Did we get to the bit in Fallout Equestria? I think it's like the next couple of chapters where they get themselves caught in a minefield, and Little Pip's genius idea is to levitate her fucking self over the minefield.
Yep.
Idiot. Stupid asshole. Anyway.
Yeah, this is like what, like the fucking 5th time Twilight sees a spell being cast and she just learns how to do it herself.
Yep, she just did it herself. And Spike's like, what the fuck was that? She's like, oh, I learned that yesterday from watching Celestia do it one time.
And Spike's like,
oh, wow.
When did God cast evil magic?
Yeah, right. But the way she frames it is that Celestia taught her the spell. I mean, she didn't.
I mean,
just like she's not giving Celestia the credit here. Like Celestia didn't teach you that. You just learned it by watching her do it.
Twilight has a photographic memory for magic.
Yeah, like you just learned how to do it from watching. She didn't like teach you how to do it or tell you that it would probably be relevant later. You just did that on your own because you're a freak. Meanwhile, outside, the crystal opponents are starting to get a little restless.
They're like, hey, why is the sky flickering?
Yeah, where's the crystal? Can we see the crystal heart? Can I please see the crystal? No, you cannot see the crystal heart. Look, jousting.
Look, jousting. And Rainbow Dash,
kills Fluttershy.
Just gonna.
Oh yeah, she does do that
just
too. There's a lot of
put that on screen for a little bit.
A lot of Fluttershy ass shots.
The whole Rainbow Dash jousting scene with Fluttershy is her guilt tripping her.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I wrote down, this is why they're exes.
It's Megan McCarthy gets it. You know, with these two, she really fucking gets it with these two. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, there's all that bullshit's happening in the background. Spike and Twilight. Oh, Twilight casts the evil magic. So she finds a door at the bottom of the pits. She casts evil magic at the door, and it teleports her to the Canterlot Castle. And Celestia says, "You suck, and I hate you, and you're fucking fired."
You're fired. You're not my daughter anymore.
She said, "We." She says, Celestia's like, "Because you failed the test, you are no longer my student." She says, "You didn't say that would happen earlier." She said, "Didn't I?" And then she like takes her wing and like shoves her.
Literally takes her wing and shoves her.
It's awesome. And then there's a big stained glass painting of Twilight dying. She's like crying.
Yeah, she's like crying and dying, and then Spike wakes her out of it. And
Spike comes down here and he's super worried. It's really sweet. He's I couldn't see you and you wouldn't respond, and so I came down here and she's like, it's okay. And then Spike accidentally also evils on the door, and
his nightmare is Twilight kicking him out.
And his nightmare is Twilight telling him that she doesn't love him anymore and kicking him out. And he starts crying. And she says, "Spike, that'll never happen." It's really nice.
I feel he was my little baby boy.
That's my little Spikey wakey. I said that. I wrote that in the notes 2 times, and then like 2 minutes later, Rarity says Spikey wakey out loud in this episode. I was like, "Fuck, shit." Big Spike moments. All big Spike moments.
After they do these scenes, and then they cut away to the rest of the cast, distracting them. I would like to show this moment of Applejack distracting someone. It's interesting. The models.
Oh yeah, this is the first time I think they've really moved their heads in 3D space like that.
The only time they ever do this was with Rarity during the sleepover episode.
Oh yeah. So I wonder if I'm not gonna dig super hard into this. I wonder if it's specific animators that are working these episodes that are doing these things. Like, I wonder if this episode shares like an animation team with like an animation director with the sleepover episode, or it just happens to be like coincidental or whatever.
It's
Yeah,
we know this is Flash,
yeah.
but this is just such a neat trick to like make you think these are 3D models, but they're not.
Yeah, they got, like we were saying, like they got way better at like tricking 3D space, like tricking you into thinking you're looking at 3D space in this episode. Like in this season, they got way better at it. Like the time between season 2 and season 3, they like leveled up their ability with these tools significantly. Significantly. It's quite astounding. Like if you look back at season 1, it looks really flat because like it is. Like it's all 2D. Like you guys know this, right? Like everything in My Little Pony Friendship Magic is just two-dimensional.
Just from an animation perspective, it's impressive.
Yeah, they're all two-dimensional. I mean, all art is two-dimensional unless it's 3D models. I mean, like Looney Tunes is two-dimensional because it's like pencil and paper or whatever. But like the way that they've managed to they managed to convey 3D space with the tools that they have gets way better over time. And like I said, in season 4, they get much better updated models that have an easier time doing those kinds of things without them having to break the shit out of them. So it looks a lot better like going forward and stuff. But like, yeah, they did some really nice, interesting shots in these episodes, especially this one, and especially because it's Applejack. I also like that she has her hind legs crossed. She always does that. She does that like when she's like talking polite or whatever. She kind of crosses her legs. It's cute.
She's doing a better time at lying here.
She's not lying. She's just telling her to fuck off politely.
I love her line here where she says, "Twilight, these crystal boys more curious than a cat." A cat. A cat.
Just, what is she talking to? She's talking to, this fucking sucks.
I just love the way she says cat.
A cat. Why'd she say that?
Why is she turning into a two-syllable word?
Yeah. So Twilight and Spike make it to the
top of the stairs.
The top of the stairs going upside down backwards. That's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
Twilight mentions gravity magic, which I think comes out a couple times later in this season or in some other season. As being like a thing, like, oh, I studied gravity magic, so I can reverse fucking gravity.
When did you learn to do this?
She said she did. She said she learned it. She studied gravity magic in preparation for what she assumed this. What the fuck? She assumed this test would be. Maybe we were just fucking around in this episode, you know? Like we're just doing bullshit, just seeing what works. I wonder if these episodes had a bigger budget than normal.
Oh, I can tell all the funny tricks, the animation shots are doing way more budget.
Yeah. So they make it to the top of the tower, and there it is, the crystal heart. It looks like
a crystal heart.
It looks like a crystal heart. Yeah, I mean it really does. It looks like it's weird that it looks exactly like Princess Cadence's cutie mark.
Yep.
Actually,
looks just like Cadence's cutie mark.
That's fucking weird. I guess that's probably why they said that she was a descendant of the Chris ponies or whatever the fuck. Maybe that was supposed to be the intention. I have no fucking idea.
As soon as Twilight gets to the top of the tower, Cadence passes out.
Cadence dies.
Cadence passes out and Sombra gets through.
The spell comes through, Sombra comes in. He's and also there's like some kind of like magic security system that traps Twilight in some crystals, and
even though she can teleport,
she manages to knock the crystal heart out of the like little prison, so now it's sitting on the ground like in front of Spike. He's on the outside. Twilight tries to teleport out and she gets like shoved back in by dark magic, so she's trapped in there.
Alright, Spike, it's up to you, bud.
Yeah, she says, well, first she's like, Spike, don't touch it. I have to do it, but I have to do this by myself. I have to.
Then she sees like, Sombra just appearing and going through the town.
Sombra is just barreling towards them to get the crystal heart. He's also starting to regain his like corporeal form, I guess. So we see Sombra's actual body for all of 4 seconds.
All of 4 seconds.
And she says, Spike, we have no choice. We have to do it. You have to do it. You have to be the one to do it. Grab the crystal heart and jump out that fucking window.
Spike, just fling yourself from the highest peak.
I don't think she tells him that. I think she just tells him to take it, and he's just like, all right, well, here we fucking go. I'm gonna jump off this window. I'm gonna jump out this motherfucking window.
Everything came together. Props to Cadence and Shining Armor. They're the ones who kind of saved the day.
They definitely did, because Spike definitely would have died there.
Yeah.
And maybe the most iconic thing that ever happens in Gen 4, Shining Armor launches his wife like a fucking missile.
He throws her.
They don't even say nothing. Like, they've like rehearsed this. Like, they just know what to do. They don't even say nothing to each other.
He just picks her up and launches her.
He looks fucked up here. His fucking eyes look crazy. I don't know why he has. You know what I think has always bugged me about Shining Armor? Why are his eyes like circular? Like, Big Mac doesn't look like that. You know? Like, I don't know why his eyes are just fucking weird looking. He's got like weird bug eyes. It's fucked up.
They practice. No, I don't believe they practiced this. This was in the moment.
They just telepathically communicated. They both knew exactly what needed to happen. He picked his motherfucking wife up and he threw her like a goddamn javelin. She catches Spike in the crystal heart midair. And the crystal heart, does it like teleport? She put it there, I don't remember. The crystal heart gets to where
she puts it back on its pedestal.
Puts it back on its pedestal. And the crystal heart does a big power wave
thing. A big shockwave that disintegrates Sombra and makes every crystal pony actually crystalline.
My crystal!
My crystal!
Ah! That's all he says. Holds Sombra's only speaking line in the entire ever.
And we never see these crystal designs ever again.
Dude, this was so... Yeah, so the crystal wave, we'll call it the crystal wave. The crystal wave crystallifies every crystal pony who wasn't already crystallified.
Which is their original, their true appearance.
Yeah, true appearance, yeah. But like we saw like a bunch of them like recrystal like earlier when they like stopped being depressed or whatever.
Yes.
It also crystallifies
non-crystal ponies.
The main 6 and Cadence and Shining Armor and not
Which
Spike.
Goes back to your theory that Earth ponies found it and it turned him into that.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that earlier. Like prolonged exposure to the crystal heart like transformed them into crystal ponies permanently. Maybe. Who knows? This is obviously just they put this here to sell toys. Like
these designs literally never show up ever again.
Yeah, the designs for the main 6 in Cadence and Shining Armor, in their like crystal forms, they even have different haircuts, like different hairstyles.
Yeah.
This only except for Shining Armor and his weird big bug eyes.
His weird eyes.
Look at his face. It's fucking weird. It's weird. Yeah, I saw H's hat disappears. I don't know.
Oh yeah, AJ's hat disappears.
The crystal wave knocked it off. It turned it into that thing on her head. It also braided her fucking mane. It also braided her fucking mane.
I like these designs, I'll be real.
Oh, they're great. I would have loved to have seen them for literally more than 1 second.
Yeah.
They are literally on screen for like a flash and then they're gone. Like, this screenshot, you looking at the screenshot right now was longer than you see it if you watch the fucking episode.
Let me get Twilight's on there as well. There we go.
Yeah, Twilight's up on there. Twilight's looks really nice. I really like it. Mm-hmm. They also, I didn't notice they also have the crystal eyes.
Yeah, they get the crystal eyes. They get the body, which it's a cool thing. This is what crystal ponies normally look like. And
it would have been cool if they looked like this anytime they came to the Crystal Empire or something like that. Like,
no, that's too much effort.
They come back. Yeah, they come back. This probably sucks to like
animate
or something. Yeah, I mean, this is probably like expensive or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know. What they do is
they just didn't like them.
What they do is they make the model transparent and put the detail beneath the model.
Oh yeah.
And crop around it probably.
Yeah, I have to think that maybe the art team didn't like this shit.
Mm-hmm.
for whatever reason, and that's why they're in the show for like the literal minimal possible amount of time that's required for them to like for like Hasbro to sell the toys or whatever.
Yeah.
Because obviously the toy line had crystal like variants of all the characters and stuff. Like there was a crystal blind bags, and there's the crystal like the crystal 5-inch figures and the everything. Like this was a big like marketing push or whatever. But like these designs are like not Nips at all. So I was just wondering if like maybe they just didn't fucking care. Like the art team was like, yeah, we don't like these.
We don't.
They might not even keep up with the designs.
We don't like
I don't
these.
know. We don't care about this shit at all. That has to be the reason why like they just don't give a shit. Because literally, it happens and then it cuts to the next scene and
They're
there's already,
walking
like,
out of the Empire.
They're walking out of the Empire and it's already like not like they're already like turned back to normal. And Rarity's complaining about it, which is funny.
But AJ does flirt with her here.
AJ, I did write that too. AJ flirts with her super hard.
Yeah,
super hard.
Rarity says, "I wish it was permanent," and then Applejack goes, "But the good thing is they're better when they're Rarity."
Unbelievable. What's wrong with you? Megan McCarthy must love Rare Jack. She must.
She must love Rare Jack.
I also, in my notes, I called Sombra Potential King. He does nothing.
Threatens a whole empire. Shows up once, dies.
He is the vague idea of a threat. He never actually does anything to anyone. He never. I mean, I guess he harms Shining Armor.
He did, but all this shit he did was in a flashback.
Yeah, like he didn't do anything now. They probably could have just started throwing hands on him, beat his ass.
Yeah,
that's what they should have done.
Literally,
just throw hands on him, just started fucking beating on him. All the crystal ponies just mob him to death.
It's just they were too traumatized.
Tear his fucking arms off.
Tear him to pieces.
It is weird. We definitely ran out of time somewhere in this episode.
Yeah.
It literally there's the big payoff resolution, the big crystal heart, the crystal wave thing. We immediately cut to them walking out of the Crystal Empire.
I was looking through the discussion people had about this back in 2012, and they're like, maybe this should have been a 3-parter. Was a lot of comments.
I feel like I remember also saying that when these episodes came out. Like the second half of the episode, or like the second episode was like really lopsided, and like I think they spent too much time. They spent too much time on like the everything that wasn't like the resolution of the episode. Like they spent too much time with like the main 6 trying to hold down the fort outside. They spent too much time with like Twilight and Spike like walking around looking at stuff. I think they needed like those extra couple of minutes for the end of this episode, because like the episode just ends. Well, the Crystal Kingdom is safe now, and you will never hear about it again for like 2 years.
And we're leaving.
Yep. Like, okay, it was weird. Like this would have benefited from a 3-parter. I think people were also maybe a little let down by there not being like a big fight with Sombra, because like Cadence or like Chrysalis kind of got us. I mean, we had a fight. Like we had like a deadass had a fight scene in Candlelight Wedding Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like they deadass were doing Dragon Ball shit. Like there was no real confrontation with Sombra. Even like if there was like even like a fight scene with Chrysalis, like there was a confrontation with Chrysalis where she had some back and forth with them. Like again, Sombra literally did nothing.
He did nothing.
He did. There was no confrontation with him. He just died. Like so, this episode could have used like either like rebalancing on time or just like another 5 minutes somewhere in there.
And it's like, and you ask the question, what would they do if there was a 3-parter? Well, they could have expanded on the background of the Crystal Empire a little bit more.
Yeah, we could have used the middle part of the episode. We could have used the middle part of it to like explain some more of the Crystal Empire, show a flashback, like give Sombra, a scene, like give him a monologue, give him a song, give him something,
because
like.
This is the issue with My Little Pony villains going forward, is that they're one note. They're one notes.
They're still one note. They're all one note. But
they show up to threaten and cause problems and get blasted, and that's the end.
Like, I know you don't watch My Little Pony for like epic conflicts with evil villains and stuff, but
Yes.
like the
They
problem is we started too strong with Discord.
The thing is, they do resolve this with Chrysalis because she becomes a recurring villain.
Yeah.
But
Have they
that's
realized this
season
problem
6 and
eventually?
onward.
Yeah, they realize this problem eventually, and they try to rectify it in multiple ways, both by bringing back prior recurring villains like Chrysalis, or like what they tried to do with Starlight Glimmer in season 5. They tried to make her like less lame.
Mm-hmm.
They try to make her like they tried to give her more screen time because Starlight Glimmer has a lot of screen time in her two-parter.
Yes.
Whether that's good is debatable because that two-parter sucks, but it happened. So they were trying to rectify the issue because like Sombra is such a nothing character, and what's his name from the season 4 finale isn't much better. Really. Tyrek, yeah, right, from Gen 1. Tyrek fares better because Discord is there to kind of hype him up, but like I don't really remember anything about Tyrek in that two-parter.
Tyrek is like obviously he's a Gen 1 villain, and also he gets a cool fight scene with Twilight, but that's about it.
The aura kind of saves him on that one. Like Sombra doesn't have any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they definitely tried to like rectify this issue. Like after like season 4, where they were like, okay, we're clearly having a problem here with this stuff. A lot of like season 5 and season 6 is like the like creative team trying to respond to perceived criticisms with the show.
Mm-hmm.
And it usually doesn't work. But at least they're trying, I guess.
But at the end of the day, it's a children's cartoon. What can we say?
Yeah, the thing is, once we get into season 5 and especially like season 6, those perceived criticisms of the show will get more and more out of line over time as people start like turning on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then there becomes that period where like everybody who was working on My Little Pony basically loathed their fan base, which season 7 and 8 was basically just a mutual fucking I hate you, let's die between like the people who were making the show and the people who were still watching the show.
Season 7 and 8 were like, all right, we are actively trying to end the show, but Hasbro won't let us.
Hasbro won't fucking let us. I know that you don't like it. Stop fucking watching it. Fucking go away.
And Hasbro's like, wow, look at all these numbers and sales.
Yeah, right. Fucking Brony's still watching the show. We're like, the show sucks and you should end it. And people who were making the show were like, we're fucking trying. Stop watching it.
And then
watch something else if you don't like it anymore.
And then the movie was a huge success and got it 2 more seasons.
God damn it. Yeah, well, the thing is that everybody liked the movie.
Yeah, everyone liked the movie, and that got it 2 more fucking seasons.
I got it 2 more goddamn seasons and a reboot.
Yeah.
If that movie hadn't performed as well as it did, we probably wouldn't have gotten Gen 6. At least not like right away. Or even Gen 5,
yeah,
sorry.
If that movie hadn't done well, I imagine season 8 would have been the end of the series and no Gen 5 continuation.
God, could you imagine?
Oh.
Unfortunately, not what happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the episode, they sing a refrain of the failure song called the Success Song.
When does Twilight Sparkle ever fail? As said by Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Rainbow Dash. So Twilight she reports back to Celestia, and it's what we were talking about at the beginning of the episode. Celestia says, well, technically you disobeyed my instructions, which were explicitly you alone were supposed to be able to do this. But it's better that I have a student who understands. She said the virtue of self-sacrifice. Not really what happened, but sure. I think virtue of self-sacrifice over. Basically, what she's saying is that you pass the test because you put others over yourself.
It's what Celestia wanted. She knew Twilight would go against her orders.
Yeah, which it has to be that the metric was that you. Like, she could have said it better. I think like it could have been
Yeah.
like framed better, but like the metric basically is like you might have failed the test that I gave you, but you passed the secret test that I gave you, which was that you put the mission above the test.
You
Like
you you put it above you made I can't talk today. It's
like you made sure that what needed to be done was done, even if you didn't do it the way I told you to do it. Like it doesn't matter that you're not the one who did it, because what matters is that nobody died, right? I was trying to teach you that the result is more important, I guess,
I guess
than the method. I don't exactly know what she was trying to teach her.
she was trying to teach her not to rely so much on herself, I guess.
I think she's already learned that.
She's already learned that, Celestia.
She learned that in season 1, episode 2, you dumb horse. That was the whole fucking point of the friendship. That was the whole fucking point of the elements of fucking harmony.
Well,
that's the whole fucking point.
Listen, we're almost 3 years out of 2010. It's been a bit.
That was the point of her arc in the first 2 episodes of the show, was that she needed to make friends because she couldn't do the things that needed to be done by herself. That's the whole point, you dumb horse. Oh shit, I forgot the elements of harmony. Yeah, but
oh fuck.
And so, and then the episode, with that scene of the episode ends with Celestia and Luna mysteriously glancing at a mysterious book full of mysteries.
That we'll see that book later on in the finale.
Yep. I actually forgot. Like, I didn't see that, and then when I was reading the wiki to make sure there's anything I missed, it's like, oh, that was the book. It's like, oh, I wasn't paying attention. I had already tuned it out. I was probably writing notes.
Oh.
And then they sing the song, and then the episode ends.
This is a fine opening to season 3.
Great. It's perfectly fine for the most part. There's definitely issues with it. I think it's a weaker 2-parter than like the season 2 ones were, but it's fine. We were definitely able to look past the issues in the moment for sure, and it was all very exciting stuff. And that's because I
watched this live.
Yeah, I did I watch this live? I think I did. I think starting with season 3, I was watching the show live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I must have been. No, I must. Yes, I did watch this. Of course, I watched this live because I saw the GAT commercials.
Yep.
Yeah, I did watch this live. I watched all of season 3 live, on television.
I have a bit prepared. I'm so excited for when we get to the fandom segment.
For the GAC stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, we got one more episode to talk about though.
Season 3, episode 3. Too Many Pinkie Pies.
Too Many Pinkie Pies, written by Dave Pulaski. Originally aired November the 17th, 2012. We said this Friday night, we'll say it again. Dave Pulaski's previous writing credits were Feeling Pinky Keen and Over a Barrel, which are great episodes.
Yeah, great episodes.
Dave. In season 3, he writes Too Many Pinkie Pies, Spike at Your Service, Keep Calm and Flutter On, and Games Ponies Play, which are not the best episodes of this season.
I like Feeling Pinky Keen because it's a Twilight episode.
Well, that's true. Feeling Pinky is fine. Feeling Pinky Keen is mostly known for the fact that Twilight Sparkle accidentally proves religion.
Yeah.
But in season 4, he writes Daring Don't, Rarity Takes Manhattan, which is a great episode.
Yeah, great episode.
Twilight Time, For Whom the Sweetie Belle Toils, and Equestria Games, which is a good episode. He's also in Appaloosa's Most Wanted and Brotherhood Social. Holy fuck.
Oh god, he wrote that episode?
Yeah, in season 5. In season 6, he writes On Your Marks and Newbie Dash. And that's all this episode in the season. It's 15 episodes of the show. I mean, sure. We'll get there.
Well, we begin with Twilight doing fucked up, unethical spells.
Yeah, well, not intentionally, I guess.
Not intentionally.
He's trying to turn an apple into an orange.
Within the first 5 seconds, we get this shit. Let's see. There we go. Like literally within the first 5 seconds of the episode.
What's this? Oh yeah. Awesome stuff.
Awesome.
This is like I said, this episode feels like it was made to show off how much more expressive we can make characters now.
Yeah.
Because we make characters like Pinky makes a lot of faces in this episode.
I get a Twilight hug for me.
Mm-hmm.
She hugs.
This is sort of a Twilight episode if you squint.
It's if you squint.
If you squint at it. There's probably really great Twilight fodder for like fanfics.
Oh, absolutely. It's
This is a Pinkie Pie neurosis episode.
This is a Pinkie Pie neurosis episode.
Pinkie has a neurotic episode, which is somewhat less common than the Twilight Sparkle has a neurotic episodes. Now it's Pinkie's turn.
Pinkie realizes she can't hang out with all her friends at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, she sure does. Figure that she does. And so she starts just freaking the hell out about it. Because she can't go to... Maybe people should just stop inviting Pinkie to stuff.
They won't. She's their friend. It's just, she has to be everywhere to hang out with them all at once.
She needs a social calendar. That's what she needs.
She needs a social calendar.
The episode starts with Pinkie running around. It's funny, I was going to say running around bothering everybody, but nobody's bothered. If this was season 1, everybody would be pissed off.
This is season 3. Everyone's used to her by now.
Like, yeah, she's running around, like, talking, like, hey, what you doing? What's going on? Hey, like, hi. Like, she's, like, jumping up on Applejack and Twilight and remember that stuff. If this was season, like, this literally is a seasonal episode, like Griffin the Greshov, when Pinkie does this exact kind of stuff to Rainbow Dash gets super pissed off.
But it's like, they're her friends now. They're used to this.
Now she, like, jumps on Rainbow Dash and is, like doing, like, all the kinds of same stuff that she did in that episode. And Rainbow Dash is not only unbothered by it, but is happy about it. She's like, hey, Pinkie, what's up? Yeah, of course I want to hang out with you. Just doing bullshit. Yeah, of course I want to see you.
Yeah, of course I want to hang out with my friend.
Everybody likes Pinkie in this episode, except for when they don't.
Except for when they don't. Because, even then they're like, yeah, Pinkie's a little much sometimes.
All right, Pinkie. And so Pinkie is with Twilight. She's talking about how she's like, I need to, I got this thing with Applejack, and then I got this other thing with Rainbow Dash. So I need to, like, I'm, like, timing myself as to how long it takes for me to run from one end of town to the other so that I can do both of these and not miss anything. And she's like, Pinkie, that's probably not going to work.
And Twilight says, Pinkie, you need to have 2 of you in the same place.
Pinkie goes, oh, fuck, you're right. Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, you're right. I'll just use the Mirror Lake. And she's like,
what?
Huh?
Huh?
What? Huh? Yeah, the Mirror Lake that's in the Everfree Forest, except we don't say it's the Everfree Forest for some reason.
The Mirror Lake that duplicates you, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course, the Mirror Lake. Yeah. I thought that was a really good shot too, of her like clicking her head like a stopwatch. That was really funny. Beep 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 beep.
Lots of good gags in this episode.
It's supposed to be in the Everfree Forest, right? Because there's nowhere else that looks like that. For some reason they don't say that. I don't know. Like they just don't bother. Like
it is assumed this special magic place is in the haunted Everfree Forest. It has to be.
I think the writers of this show are all really bad at establishing location shots. Not like shots, but like establishing location in like dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
She literally would have just taken, oh yeah, the Legend of Mirror Lake at the Everfree Forest. All it would have taken. We're so bad at establishing anything For some like it's like a studio-wide issue with these establishing dialogues. I guess we just like we cut the thing about My Little Pony scripts, they're very utilitarian. We cut that shit down tight to jokes per minute if possible. How many jokes can we put in this episode? That's all we need.
They also
we don't need any other shit.
They reveal that Pinky, she gets her name from her Nana.
Her Nana Pinky, yeah.
Her Nana Pinky. Which was presumably also called Pinkamena.
I assume so. Is this... It's like... What? Who did she... You know in season 1 where she's doing the Giggle at the Ghostly song? Yes. Who did she say she got that song from?
I think she also got it from her Nana.
Yeah, I think that was the same, like, presumably the same character. So that's fun. Maybe they were in conjunction with each other.
Hello,
we haven't met... We still haven't met Piggy's family. I mean, we've seen them in a flashback.
We've seen them, we haven't met them yet.
Is that this season?
No, we meet Maud in season 4.
Right, season 4. Right. Hey, when's the Apple Pie family episode?
Also season 4.
Oh, that's a really good one. I love that episode.
Me too.
An episode that we selectively choose to ignore when we feel like it. An episode we haven't decided yet if it's canon or not. Still to this day.
And the writers will make it not canon till the end of the series.
Well, we'll make it not canon. Sometimes we'll do both in the same episode. Like in the holiday episode, in the holiday special, where the pies are at the apples for heartwarming, which seems to indicate that that episode is canon and they are related. But then also that Maud is jealous of Big Mac's girlfriend, which would be weird because they would be related.
Are we gonna discuss the Alex thing here?
No, I mean we'll do it. Yeah, I mean when we get to that episode,
when we get to it,
special, yeah. So 2 times in the same scene, it's just like, well, I mean to be fair, that episode was. They clearly wrote an ending to that episode, and then they decided that they didn't want to do that, and then they wrote a very inconclusive episode ending to that episode, where it's like, well, maybe they're related, or maybe they're not.
Maybe they're not.
Who can say? Who knows?
It's so we don't get the Pinky Jack shippers mad at us.
So they definitely are, but then we changed our mind at the last minute because we realized that would have implications we don't want to deal with. Like, okay.
and then a unique subset of the Pinky Jack shippers were excited.
Yeah, right. Awesome stuff. Anyway, so Pinky goes to the Everfree Forest. She goes to the Mirror Lake. She does a little rhyme, and she makes a Pinkie Pie clone
who is dumber than she is.
Who is immediately stupid, just absolutely dumb. It's like the Pinky clones have her personality, but not her memories.
Yeah, because the Pinky clone cannot get anyone's name right.
Applesauce.
Applesauce. Fluttershutter.
That was a good one. I couldn't see applesauce. Applejack. Whatever. It doesn't really matter.
And so the clone realizes that she can't be everywhere all at once.
She starts crying. She also ate that mouse.
She also ate that mouse.
She ate that mouse. Yeah, the clone Fluttershy, or the clone Pinky comes across Fluttershy while she's heading to Applejack's, and then she wants to hang out with Fluttershy, and then she gets freaked out because she can't figure out which of the two things she wants to do either, and then she runs back to the real Pinkie Pie and starts crying. She's like, I
didn't have any fun.
Just, fuck, I have to kill you now.
And then Pinky has the bright idea. We'll just make more of me.
Behold my Pinky horde.
I wrote down this is a potential Grey Goose situation.
What?
You know the Grey Goose scenario?
No.
Where if something multiplies enough, it eventually takes over the universe.
Oh yeah, that definitely would have happened.
Yeah.
If we hadn't stopped this, yeah, we're looking at a pinky catastrophe here. Yeah, for sure. A couple of days after they get the idea of keep doing it, and they just start eating people.
Oh. but Pinky makes more clones. But then the Pinky clone goes, you know what? I'm just gonna keep making more of me.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna keep making more clones. She's like, hey, what?
What?
And there's like 80 Pinkie Pies. Pinkie Pie then has a realistic depiction of a panic attack.
Pinky watches as her clones terrorize her friends in Ponyville.
Yeah, this episode's crazy, actually. This episode's fucked up. Pinkies are running amok everywhere. And Twilight... The real Pinkie Pie goes to Twilight, and she's just like, please help me. I'm clearly talking different than the other Pinkies. And Twilight says, no.
I don't know if you're the real Pinky.
She's like, I am. None of the other ones are claiming they're the real Pinkie Pie.
None of the other ones are like talking as coherent as I am.
I think it's funny. Like, they probably could have just been like, "Hey, are you the real Pinkie Pie?" "Oh no, I'm a clone." Like,
you know what?
We probably could have solved it that way. I don't know. Twilight made this way harder than it needed to be. You know, it's not like they were like, none of them were like, "I'm gonna take over your life, Pinkie Pie. I'm gonna be the real Pinkie Pie."
It's just they're stupid.
None of them said that.
They don't care.
None of them said that. Yeah, none of them said that at all. Twilight is like, no, I refuse to listen to you. Clearly, real Pinkie Pie, because you're not the real. Because I don't know if you're the real Pinkie Pie. I was like, okay, well, if I was the real Pinkie Pie, which I guess I'm fucking not.
I guess I'm not. Yeah, Pinky has an identity crisis here.
Yeah, she's like, well, shit, I guess I'm not the real Pinkie Pie then. Fuck, I didn't think about it like that.
I didn't think about it like that.
Well, if I was the real Pinkie Pie, which apparently I'm fucking not, I would tell you that you should like have some sort of a test for the real Pinky to determine who's the real Pinky. And Twilight's like, huh, that's a pretty good idea I just came up with myself. Because she's an asshole. She's like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea that I just came up with all by myself. And so they do exactly this. They round up all the Pinkie Pies.
The apples round up the Pinkies.
Yep, they round up all the Pinkie Pies.
They literally treat them like cattle. Let me get those screenshots.
Yeah, they like bumping them and shit. Like they're like cattle herding them and stuff. It's fucked up.
My cat right now is going through a crisis. She demands attention, but I can't.
Hey, we're recording a show here, buddy. Doing a job here, brother.
We're doing a job here, buddy.
Yeah, it's like slamming them and shit. Like, Apple Bloom is in this episode. I don't think she has any speaking lines. She's
no, but she does headbutt Pinkie Pie.
She does headbutt Pinkie Pie, which is awesome. Yeah. So we round up all the Pinkies in the city hall or whatever, town hall.
The town hall.
And then we learned that Pinkie Pie responds to forceful commands from Twilight Sparkle.
I saw that. I wrote, yeah, the Pinkies are like obviously not listening. And Twilight just yells, sit down! And they all immediately sit down. And I wrote, when it's time for Twilight to top.
Yeah. So Pinkie, like, intrinsically listens to Twilight Sparkle when she raises her voice. I understand. They don't even know who she is. They still listen to her.
But the thing is that they are clones of Pinkie. They're dumber. Maybe feelings for Twilight got through there. I don't know.
That's a part of her personality, not her memories. That's engraved in her soul, apparently.
Yeah.
Is that she listens to Twilight Sparkle when she raises her voice like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Dude, Twilight's like, I can't believe that fucking worked. She didn't do that in front of others. They're like, hey, Twilight, that was amazing. How did you know that would work?
The thing is,
like, shut the fuck up.
This is me talking about Twilight stuff. I don't think Twilight tops, but I think she is a power bottom where she walks Pinkie through everything. Yeah,
I think she just learned something about... They all learned something today. Applejack's like, wow, I didn't know you could do that. She's like, Applejack, I want you to stop talking. I want you to stop and just move on from that. Okay, I don't want you
Wow,
to think
Twilight, I
about
didn't
it.
know Pinky listened to you
No,
so well.
nothing. No, 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 no.
No, no,
No,
no,
we're
no,
not
no.
doing this. No, 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 no. We're not
Everyone
doing this.
fucking gets on her ass about that for weeks
Yeah,
after.
no. Yeah, I will dox you. I will dox you in Rarity. I swear to God. On my goddamn life, I will do it. You say one more fucking word to me about what just happened here.
And Twilight learned a spell of killing people.
She learned Pinkie Pie inflation
Shut up!
spell.
Shut up!
Google Pinkie Pie inflation for more information. Why did
And
they do that?
I don't know, to
It's really
determine
horrible.
who the real Pinky is, to see who wants to who the Pinky who has the most will to stay alive.
But Pinkie, who is able to most control her ADHD,
Is they have to watch paint dry,
I have to watch paint dry.
and whoever doesn't gets inflated and explodes.
And then they go back to the mirror. I don't like, so the implication that if they had fucked this up, like Pinkie would have been trapped in the mirror, like that's how it works?
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I really hated it. I really didn't like that. Yeah, it's really awesome. They do it a bunch. I mean, they do it every time. Pinkie inflation. Maybe they also just wanted to show off that they can do this, I guess.
That they could warp the model this badly.
Somebody drew a model of this. Somebody drew this. They're like, hey, can we use this in an episode? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we could probably do that, I guess. Yeah,
we
sure.
can do that, sure.
So she blows up all the Pinkie Pies. It comes down to 2. Rainbow Dash also has no patience and gets annoyed.
Rainbow
And
Dash
says,
falls
"Look,
asleep.
someone's making fucking balloon animals. And the Pinkie says, oh shit! What? And then she gets blown up. They did the Gen 3 Pinkie face joke, which is really funny.
Let me get the ways that Pinkie Pie can warp her body on screen.
Yeah, she could just do that stuff. She got no bones or nothing.
Pinkie can fucking.
Oh yeah, that one fucking sucked. I hated that one.
Pinkie can
look at
create fingers, and she can turn herself into the Gen 3 model.
I really like all the blank. Yeah, this one's awesome. I really like all the blank staring Pinkies in the background of the shots. They're just like a bunch of Pinkie Pies just staring straight forward. Like
this is how Pinkie focuses. She empties her mind.
This is a really funny joke. Yeah. And we're left with the real Pinkie Pie. Twilight says, "Pinkie, you did it." She says, "Oh shit, I am the real Pinkie Pie.
I'm the real me."
Oh my god, I am the real Pinkie Pie. I didn't know that. I wasn't sure. Like what?
Dear Princess Celestia, I can be annoying sometimes, I realized.
I learned that inflation sucks. I learned something about Twilight that she told me that if I put it in this letter, she would kill me.
I learned something about Twilight today. You're gonna learn it too.
Yeah, I'm sure you already know it. What did she learned? I can't be everywhere at once, and it's okay to have to pick your friends, pick who you spend time with. Basically,
yeah, don't stress about what you can't do.
Yeah, I can't believe we're still doing lessons this deep into the show.
We're 3 seasons in, and we already had it that yeah, you don't need to send a letter if you don't learn a lesson.
Yeah, well, Pinkie learned a lesson. She learned that sometimes you have to pick one friend over the other. That doesn't mean you don't, like one friend any less than the other. It just means you can't be everywhere at once.
Yeah.
And also, I'm annoying.
Yeah.
I'm fucking annoying. Do you want to hit Princess Celestia? How do you feel about that? Just like a little Pinkie Tia in there.
I'm kinda into the idea of Twilight yelling at me. What does that mean? What does that mean, Princess?
What is it? There's Celestia. I kind of liked it when Twilight yelled at me. What does that mean? That's like, hey, Pinkie, what are you writing? Nothing.
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 All right, Spike,
send this.
Spike, send it.
Spike, send it right now.
Before Twilight reads it.
Before Twilight reads it. Don't let it's fucking gets on letter back. It's like, don't let Twilight read this. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fucking again. Two okay season two-parters. The third episode just feels like a season 1 episode.
It does, but it's a really good season 1 episode too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this is definitely like a very like average episode of My Little Pony. It's like a platonic sort of ideal of what a like just a random episode of My Little Pony is like.
Yes.
There's a couple episodes of season 3 that feel like that. Like this is like the ideal version of a season 1 plot. You know, like it's just bullshit for like 20 minutes, but it's like way like better put together than like season 1 episodes are. Like
where it's funny, it's goofy. They got the idea of the showdown.
Yeah, like they have everything down. It flows a lot better. Like the episode flew by, honestly, like when I was watching it. Like it didn't feel like it took forever. Like it felt like pretty short. Like I didn't actually write a ton of notes, but like compare it to like if you compare it to like the Pear Sprite episode or something like that, or like Feeling Pinky Keen even, or like whatever, like this episode flows like way stronger than where it goes. Like if you compare it to Feeling Pinky Keen, which is the same writer, like it flows through the episode like way better. Instead of like Feeling Pinky Keen and a lot of season 1 episodes were just kind of like a segmented like series of sequential like bits. Like here's this bit, here's this bit, here's this bit. This episode just kind of went from A to B like more naturally. It's like they're better at like they're we figured out how to write episodes.
It could show that what a 2-year difference does for a personal writing career.
Yeah, which this is what would this be like?
The third episode this person wrote.
Well, it's like episode count total. We're in like the 60s now, I think, or we're in the like late 50s.
Yes.
Yeah. So like we're 50 something, almost 60 episodes into the show. Like we've really gotten like the banger down. And like what's the next 3 episodes? Sleepless in Pony. What is that?
That is the first ever Scootaloo episode.
Holy shit! I don't remember this episode at all. Oh yeah, I kind of do remember this episode. I don't really. Well, I'll have to see. Like next 3 episodes we have One Bad Apple, Magic Duel. Wow, already is Sleepless in Ponyville. One Bad Apple is pretty much the best CMC episode ever written. I think.
I think so.
It's got a great song in it. The Peanut Crusaders feel pretty good in this. But like we weren't saying that shit about season 1 Peanut Crusader episodes. Those are usually the low point of the season. And season 2. Come to think of it.
But the CMC episodes in season 3, they're pretty good.
Yeah, pretty fucking good. Yeah, and Magic Duel obviously is if not one of the best episodes of the show, is one of the most important, I think, episodes of the show.
It shows Twilight's growth as a character.
Yeah, well, more important than that bullshit, it shows the great and powerful Trixie.
It shows the great and powerful Trixie and sets her up for future episodes.
Which is why it's important, because the great and powerful Trixie... When the great and powerful Trixie isn't on screen, the audience should be asking, where is the great and powerful Trixie?
Where is the great and powerful Trixie?
Where is the great and powerful Trixie? Well, she's coming back next week. Well, 2 weeks from now.
And she's actually going to be great and powerful.
Yeah, and then she will show up again in season fucking 6?
Season 6, yes.
Yeah, so...
We have to wait 3 years for her to show up again.
I mean, I already waited 2 years for her to show up the first time.
Yeah.
No, actually, that is true, but she also has prominent roles. Not like prominent, but she has like scenes in the Equestria Girls movies.
She shows up as gags.
We had a Trixie fix like in the interim time. She had a small part in the first Equestria Girls movie. She had a bigger, she had like a lot of speaking time in Rainbow Rocks, if I remember correctly. I believe so.
Yeah.
She have a song? Did I make that up? Am I making that up?
I think I don't remember. Again, I never saw any movies beyond.
You never saw Rainbow Rocks. Yeah, I think she has a song in Rainbow Rocks. So, but she's in those movies. Like she's also in like the shorts and stuff that they produce, like to advertise the movies. Mm-hmm. So like we get like a good like Trixie. Like they keep her in the back of the mind until she becomes like a semi-regular, reoccurring character in season 6.
Do you have anything else to say about these batch of episodes?
No. Well, let me look at the. I didn't look at the like reviews.
Oh yeah. Well, who cares what Jim Blue has to say about these?
Yeah, who does care? Jim Blue did not. I mean, again, she did, but nobody bothered to write it down. for Crystal Empire. Noel Kirkpatrick of TV.com appreciated the adventure and moments of this is about Crystal Empire. Appreciated the adventure and some moments of comedy. She felt there was despite this, she felt there was an emotional disconnect between some of the plot elements and the lack of connection between King Sombra's rule and Twilight and her friends, or the impact of Celestia's test on the events. I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair. I don't think it was an emotional disconnect. I think this was actually I think Crystal Empire was actually the strongest emotional episode of the show ever so far. The way that they weaved through the Twilight and Spike stuff, from setting reminding you what their relationship is like, and then going back and forth through them,
it was just
having Twilight slowly be willing to accept Spike's help. The bit where Spike's biggest fear is losing his relationship with Twilight. The way that Spike her letting go to let Spike save the day, stuff like that. They did a great job with that.
It's great.
I felt really emotionally connected with Spike.
If you love the sibling relationship between Twilight and Spike, these episodes are great for you.
Yeah, I think this is probably why I like their relationship so much. This episode, and all the other times that we've seen so far that I've talked about their relationship in episodes, but this is the big one. I think for me, where I think it does a great job. I think it does a great job, especially if you're a big fan of Spike and Twilight's relationship. This is a great episode for you. And if you just are a person who likes Spike and you finally get to see him do something,
he
decent.
Finally gets to do something.
I wish it does annoy me though that he his big moment is the episode where we totally skipped the aftermath. There's no part where everybody I would have loved it if there was a part where everybody was congratulations, Spike, you're the big hero today.
I imagine the crystal, because he did get that mural, the crystal ponies were just throwing him in the air and catching him.
Yeah, I would like to see it, We could have done another Star Wars reference somehow. Just because we cut right to the ending with Twilight and the test and everything. I would have liked it if we'd gotten a minute of just everybody just patting Spike on the back. Just giving him his moment would have been nice, because he doesn't ever get anything ever.
My poor little guy.
Is there a bit, am I making up that in later episodes that Spike is really popular with crystal ponies because of this?
You're not making up, it is real, it's part of the show.
Okay, great. That's great. So I guess we do talk about it later. Yeah, it's because in the Equestria Games episode, which is this season, I think, or is it next season? Whatever the next time they return to the Crystal Empire, everybody's really up on Spike because he's
all the crystal ponies love the little guy.
Yeah, because he's their fucking hero. So that's good. So at least we'll get it delayed eventually. So that's nice. Maybe they did that because they didn't do it here. Jen Blue did have a thing about the too many Pinkie Pies, but it's really vapid, so I'm not going to read it.
Oh.
It's pretty much just a completely dead serious examination of Pinkie Pie having identity crisis stuff, whatever. Something episode functions as a critique of Pinkie Pie's portrayal in fan works. See, that's not true, because I'm pretty sure that the crew was still barred from interacting with fan works at the time.
I believe they were.
So that can't be true. I mean, I guess that's not to say that they didn't just read that shit anyway, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. The idea that this episode is a critique of the fandom's portrayal of Pinkie Pie is ridiculous. It was written as a joke, Jen.
It's a joke, Jen.
It's a joke, Jen. It's a show for 5-year-olds, Jen. No, that's all I have for this episode. They were great episodes. I mean, we're off to a good start with season 3. It only keeps getting better. Next time, it only really just gets better and better. This season.
You want to take a small break?
Yeah, let's take a short break and we'll get into our very short fandom segment.
Okay. Y'all will be back in about 5 minutes.
Yep. I just came back and I was gonna say something funny, but I didn't like think of something funny to say first. So I just kind of like thought that I would just open my mouth and something funny would come out. Didn't happen. Did not happen. How's it going with you guys? You guys enjoying the show? I am. I sure am. Chili popcorn, you're gonna love this next bit. Actually, you might not. Very short, I think. Nothing happened in the fandom at around this time, apparently. We were all just doing nothing, like just straight up. Well, that's not true, but nothing that we talk about was going on. Yo, congratulations. I hope you did well. Ugh. Actually, I think we're gonna have to. We're actually gonna have to take a longer break than usual between our next episode because 2 weeks from now is my fucking 5-year stream anniversary. So obviously I'll be busy. Then that's scary. I am not done with the prep for that, which means that uh, the actual day of announcements are going to be a little different than what I hope they'll be, but that's okay. It'll be fine. And the day of announcement is that we will be officially partnering with Hasbro to create Generation 6 of My Little Pony: Friendship's Magic. Or just My Little Pony, because that's not what Friendship Magic is called. It's not what it's called. That's not what it's called. I was gonna cut all this out, I think. Guys, if Pearl doesn't come back in 5 minutes, I think I own the podcast now. So I hope she comes back because I don't want to edit this shit. Well, don't leave. See, I was gonna say that, I was gonna make that joke, but I'd be like, don't leave though. I want you guys, don't leave. Stay right where you're sitting. Do not adjust your television set.
I'm back.
Don't adjust your television set. Welcome back.
All right. Do you mind if I get the modern fandom segment out of the way first?
Yeah, I mean, by all means. I think there's only one thing I know that you're going to talk about.
A lot happened, y'all, in the past month. We haven't been
It's all Chinese.
most of it is, yeah. There was a car show in Beijing, and the Twilight Sparkle car has been revealed. Oh, why is it so big?
Oh my god, that was real?
That's real.
I didn't realize that was like official.
That's real, sister.
Oh my fucking god. Pearl showed this to me the other day, like yesterday, with like no fucking context.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really hate that. I really fucking hate it. A lot.
Yeah.
I hate it a lot.
It's, I don't like it.
Yeah, I really fucking hate it a lot. This isn't like a thing you're supposed to drive, right? Like, this is just like... this is just like for the display floor, right? Like, surely.
Oh, there's more
Well,
pictures.
the wings are covering the mirrors, yeah, so...
The wings are... Do you
Yeah.
want to see the back of it?
No?
Well, I'm gonna put it on screen.
Oh boy, here we go. Holy shit! That's fucking awesome. This is fucking awesome. Dude, what is with China? What is China's fucking problem? Why are they so late to the... We would have never lost this shit if we had Chinese support back in the day, man.
Let's see. The other big thing that happened, there is an Arknights and My Little
that's
Pony
the one.
collab coming up.
Yep, that's the fucking one. Yep. That's the fucking one. Yeah, Arknights, which is, by the way, also Chinese.
I mean,
Arknights X My Little Pony.
I don't play that game. I know Serenity does.
I played Arknights for like 5 minutes, like several years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not like gonna play this. I don't play gacha games anymore. Except I still, actually, I don't even play Musume anymore. So like, whatever.
You're so true for this.
What does this fucking mean?
What do you mean, the crossover with it?
Yeah, what is this fucking entail? Like, I know we don't know anything yet. Like, what does this entail?
Oh no, we know. Oh, they have revealed what it is.
Can I roll for Rainbow Dash?
It's collab skins, furniture, profile icons, and themes, and there will be pony versions of gacha characters.
Bullshit! I want to roll for Rainbow Dash.
I wanted crossover characters. I wanted Rainbow Dash to appear in the gacha.
You know, they would have done that if this was fucking Grand Blue.
If this was Grand Blue, holy shit!
If this was Grand Blue, it would be like Deadass would have put Rainbow Dash and Applejack in the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, exactly as ponies. Like, no bullshit.
Let's see.
I have one for the modern day.
Yeah,
Hasbro teams with Get After It Media to launch the Hasbro Legends channel, which I believe is a World TV continues with a new partnership between Hasbro and Get After It Media. We're gonna call it GIME from here on out because it's funny.
Kamen Rider.
For a new channel dedicated entirely to all the cartoons and shows under their brand, including G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, of course, My Little Pony. This will take place over their traditional over-the-air version, which is to say, like, traditional television, as well as an ad-supported streaming service called Heartland Plus. So basically, Hasbro is making their back catalog available on either whatever this bullshit streaming service is, and on traditional television. So G.I. Joe, Power Rangers, My Little Pony. Transformers is not listed in this write-up.
Which is weird.
I don't know if that... I don't know what that means exactly, because Hasbro should own all the rights to Transformers as well. So I don't know.
Okay, on the official Hasbro channel page for this, they do mention Transformers.
Okay, never mind. Then yes, so Hasbro, so G.I. Joe, Transformers, Power Rangers, My Little Pony. This is, I guess, interesting news. The only problem I have with this is I hope that it doesn't mean that this stuff will be ripped from Tubi.
Yeah.
Because currently I'm watching My Little Pony on Tubi without having to pay for it. or if it'll be taken like also there's also like full episodes of Friendship is Magic on YouTube. Those will be taken off of YouTube too. If they're like pulling out of these other markets to put it on this like Heartland Plus bullshit. I guess we'll wait and see. This isn't really exciting or interesting news. It's just Hasbro shuffling around their IP rights to try to make some fucking money.
Yeah, it's. I fucking pray to God the new stuff they have for these things won't just be on this exclusive streaming service.
Yeah, right. Because I'm not like, who the fuck is going to like get a specific streaming service for like Power Rangers?
The thing is, I do not.
I think supposed to have a Netflix deal with Power Rangers. What happened to
that? Neither of us have kept up with Power Rangers enough to know what's going on.
Who gives a shit is the answer to that question. Who fucking cares? This is not a Power Rangers podcast. If this was a Power Rangers podcast, I would be way more pissed off all the time. And also, that would be a nightmare.
We would need to get a third host to alleviate us for the Power Rangers podcast.
Do you know how many episodes of fucking Power Rangers there are? Like, even if we did just like one era.
Hey, you want to get Rob on that?
Yeah, but we're not none of us, even Rob, none of us like grew up with Mighty Morphin, right?
Yeah, I grew up
watching Mighty Morphin, but I didn't grow up when Mighty Morphin was on television. I watched reruns of Mighty Morphin.
I watched reruns of Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, when I was a kid, the shit on television was like Lost Galaxy, like Time Force, like Wild Force.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck.
I remember I started watching during In Space, I think, because I was like, I was 3.
I think I missed that. You're a little older than me.
Yeah.
So, I think like the first shit I was watching. I think the shit that I was watching on television when it was like new was like, I don't remember because like I can't remember what I started watching first when it was like new because at the time there was so much Power Rangers on TV like all the time. That I didn't have, like, I was so young, I didn't have the wherewithal to be like, oh, this is the new season, and that's, like, the old season, or whatever. Like, it was Mighty Morphin, whatever the fuck. It probably would have been around, like, Lightspeed Rescue, maybe. The first season that I remember coming out that was new, that I was cognizant of the fact, it's like, okay, this is a new season of Power Rangers that's never come out before, and, like, new episodes aren't available yet because they haven't come out yet, was Wild Force. In 2000 or 2001 or whatever the fuck that was. Yeah, it was in 2001 because it had to have been 2001. It might have been 2002. But that was like what I was first cognizant of. Like this is the new program. So maybe I started watching Power Rangers probably like Lightspeed, like Time Force, whatever. But like, point is like I have no fucking nostalgia for Power Rangers at this point.
I became sentient when I was 4 years old and I watched Zordon kill himself live on screen. That changed me forever.
Fuck yeah.
I was 4 years old. I was like, why is Zordon killing himself?
Fuck you. That's the Z-Wave. They did that in My Little Pony this week.
They did. Regardless,
this is not a Power Rangers podcast. It never fucking will be.
It never will be.
Do you know what we could have done?
Yeah.
That we could have gotten Power Rangers on the show if we did a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles podcast.
I would be so much happier if we did that because I like TMT way more than Power Rangers.
And then we would have. So you know where I'm going with this, right? We would have to watch Next Mutation.
We would have to watch the In Space crossover and Next Mutation.
The In Space crossover for Next Mutation, yeah, which fucking sucks.
I was around when Next Mutation aired. That shit sucks.
Yeah, that shit sucked. I'm not as big of a Turtles fan as you are though. Like I don't not like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I'm not like a lifelong like Turtles fan like you are. So like we probably wouldn't do that either.
And we wouldn't do that either because that shit was terrible. I knew at 4 years old that shit was terrible.
I mean, not just like Next Mutation, but like if we did like any like I don't have like a specific era of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that I'm like super like aware of.
That's
whatever.
fair.
Like I watched it like on TV and stuff. Like I wasn't like zoned in on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So whatever, fuck. Go play Shredder's Revenge or whatever.
Go play Shredder's Revenge. It's an amazing beat 'em up.
That's like the best beat 'em up I've ever played. To be honest with you,
agreed.
It's the fucking best. It's super good. Also, I'm just reading this this press release. Through its franchise-first approach, Hasbro unlocks value from... Yeah, right.
I love unlocking value from my franchises.
This is... The point is that this is a Hasbro hate cast. We fucking hate Hasbro.
We hate Hasbro here.
It doesn't matter if you're a My Little Pony fan, if you're a Power Rangers fan, if you're a Transformers fan, if for some reason you're a G.I. Joe fan, we fucking hate Hasbro.
G.I. Joe fans get the worst of the Hasbro people because they get nothing. They get nothing.
They get nothing. Yeah, I couldn't imagine being a G.I. Joe
Their
fan.
last TV show was over a decade ago. Also, their last movie was like, I don't know, half a decade ago?
Well, it was more than that. Snake, yeah.
Yeah.
And it sucked also is the operative part of that is that those movies also sucked really bad.
Yeah.
Do you know at the end of the last Transformers movie, like the most recent live action movie?
Yes, they were setting up a G.I. Joe crossover.
Crossover, yeah, and then they didn't do that because nobody cares.
Yep.
Anyway, through its franchise-first approach, Hasbro unlocks value from both new and legacy IPs, including Magic the Gathering. Oh, yeah, if you're a Magic fan, you really fucking hate Hasbro.
Yep.
Dungeons and Dragons, they also should hate Hasbro. Monopoly, it just says Hasbro Games. I don't know what that means. Nerf, Transformers, Play-Doh, and Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig?
This is such...
I didn't know Hasbro owned Peppa Pig, dude.
Again, we live in late stage capitalism. This is such a late stage capitalist way of talking about the shit you own. Unlocking your value.
Dude, fucking... I mean, Hasbro will buy anything till all are one under the banner of Hasbro.
And yeah.
You know, they're like the Roman Empire of this shit. Okay, well, hold on. This might be interesting. About Hasbro Entertainment, this is just like the end of the press release. Hasbro Entertainment leverages Hasbro. So this is Hasbro Entertainment, which is the entertainment branch, like the film and television branch of Hasbro. This is what used to be called Allspark Entertainment. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
This is what used to be called Allspark. Hasbro is the toy, like the conglomerate toy company. Hasbro Entertainment is the film and television division. Hasbro Entertainment leverages Hasbro's leading collection of iconic brands, Jesus Christ, to develop and produce premium, film, television, animation, and digital content for audiences of all ages. Working with top talent studios and distribution platforms, Hasbro Entertainment's recently announced projects include a reimagining of Clue across film and television, both scripted and non-scripted, with Sony. With Sony? What?
The 80s Clue movie is so good. I would hate to see a reboot.
You are not gonna fucking reboot that. A live-action Dungeons and Dragons series, Forgotten Realms, currently in development at Netflix. Is that like related to the movies or like? A different thing.
I think it's gonna be a different thing. They're not gonna be following the same characters that they followed in the Thief movie.
They should have the same actors and they just like roll new characters.
That will be so fucking good, actually. The thing is, that's too good of an idea.
I know, right? They should do the other thing that people do, which is that they should have the like last games party cameo in the new game.
Yeah.
As like, everybody loves doing that.
Yeah, people love to make player characters NPCs in future campaigns.
A deal with Lucky Chap and Lionsgate to produce a film based on fucking Monopoly.
I mean, sure, whatever. Let's get a capitalism movie. Who cares?
Dude, that fucking Barbie movie was such a net negative for everybody involved and everybody not involved. Now we think that we can make a fucking movie about Monopoly.
Who cares about the Monopoly man? He has a mustache.
The Barbie movie made a bunch of money, and it was not because it was based on well, it was because, but that doesn't mean that people are gonna go see a movie based on Monopoly. They went to see it because it was Barbie. Not because it was a toy, because it was specifically Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
Major live-action film and television universe adapted from Magic the Gathering.
Here's the thing, Riley. They've been trying to get Magic the Gathering movies, TV shit off the ground for over a decade now, and every single project fails. It never comes to fruition.
Produced alongside Legendary Entertainment, an animated Magic the Gathering series. Hang on, isn't Legendary Entertainment the people who made Voltron?
I think so.
Oh no! That's gonna suck.
I have no faith this will come to fruition. Just like every other fucking Magic the Gathering TV show or movie, it's not gonna happen.
A live-action Power Rangers television series in development with 20th Century Fox for Disney Plus. A My Little Pony live-action film.
We know
the
this.
First live-action film of adaptation of My Little. We do know this. Yeah, we do know this. In development with Amazon MGM Studios. Game shows based on Trivial Pursuit and Scrabble, which were recently renewed for second seasons by the CW. Those already exist.
I don't watch live TV.
Shows,
I don't watch live TV, so I don't watch game shows.
The CW still exists? That's
yes, it does.
Up. That's fucked. They should have killed that whole network when like Supernatural went off the air.
Mysterio, like, we know nothing about the live action movie. We know nothing about it.
Yeah, nobody knows anything about it. Yeah, all we know is that it exists, allegedly. And a Baldur's Gate television series in development with HBO.
Yeah, right.
What?
Yeah, okay.
So wait, so we're doing Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, and Baldur's Gate?
Yeah.
It's no come on, guys. How about we this are all the same fucking thing? Baldur's Gate is D&D!
And D&D is in Magic the Gathering. It's yeah.
But like, Baldur's Gate is D&D. Like, it is Dungeons and Dragons.
It is. It is.
There's no... Fucking Jesus Christ. Do they know that? Does Hasbro know that? Do they know that Baldur's Gate and Dungeons and Dragons are not two different things?
I don't think they know that.
I don't think they do. A live-action film adaptation of the Game of Life. Are you fucking kidding? The board game?
The board game where you go from...
What is the live-action adaptation? Like, what was the Truman Show without the twist?
What are we doing, Hasbro?
And many more. These newly announced projects join a broad slate of ongoing animated series, including Peppa Pig and Transformers Earthspark. Is Earthspark still going?
I suppose so.
I suppose so. I mean, nobody cares because it's for like babies, but like.
Do any of the Transformers heads in your server talk about Earthspark?
No, that's why the only thing that people talk about in Transformers in my server is the toys. Like nobody talks about the shows.
Yeah, it's just the toys. No one talks about the shows.
You mean fucking Boyhood? Jesus Christ! Yeah, right. Oh boy. This all sounds really, really, really exciting, and by really exciting, I mean just really vapid and horrible.
I'm not looking forward to any of this, Hasbro.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? If the live-action My Little Pony movie, if it comes out, we'll watch it.
We'll do a live reaction to it on stream. How about that, folks?
Yeah, I mean, we'll do it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, we'll put it up to a vote if people want us to live react to it. If they want us to take fucking notes on the goddamn movie.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think it might be more fun to do live reactions for the movies and stuff.
I think so too. That way I can get drunk for it.
Yeah, like Equestria Girls. Like, I feel like if I have to take notes on like a fucking like 2-hour My Little Pony movie, I'm gonna like stop taking good notes at some point.
Yeah.
After a certain point, the only note that I'll have is that Twilight Sparkle committed a fucking war crime. Which she does.
She does in G5, yeah.
She does in the movie. She commits terrorist activities to the sea ponies.
She does.
You know what? We forgot about sea ponies. We were talking about ponies. Like they exist still. They're out there somewhere. Are they called sea ponies?
They're called sea ponies.
Yeah, so they are ponies. Do they have cutie marks?
No.
Then that means they're not ponies.
Wait, they're technically called hippogriffs.
They're called hippogriffs? Oh yeah, they are called fucking hippogriffs. So they're not ponies.
Yeah, they're not.
And I missed the Sea Pony song.
Alright,
that's all I have for...
I have 3 more bits of modern news. Okay. One, the My Little Pony TCG comes out this coming Friday. My cards haven't shipped yet. I'm still pissed off about that.
fuck you.
There was a My Little Pony alt art edition released for Magic the Gathering. That's cool. And final piece of modern fandom news. Lauren Faust got hacked on Twitter.
Oh, fucking yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Lauren Faust sure did get hacked on Twitter.
Lauren Faust got hacked on Twitter, where she allegedly made a post about, for Gen 6, they are stealing my artwork and feeding it into an AI program.
You know, I didn't even realize she was hacked, because that's just something that she can say.
And the hacker linked to their crypto Bitcoin sites to donate to them.
Fuck, I didn't even see that part.
And fucking Lauren had to post on Facebook that said, "Hey, I had to close my account on X and that's what happens."
Yeah, you should probably stay off there, Lauren, while you got the chance.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and cut the shit, just like forget about it,
Yeah.
Don't go back.
Oh.
Don't go back on X.com.
All right, we can move into the old fandom segment, and while we do that, I'm going to put something on screen. I'm going to share it with you on Discord too, so you don't have to listen to it in double.
Oh boy.
Here you
I have
go.
to stream it anyway.
There you go. And let me get it on
Oh
screen.
yeah, Jack.
This is an official recording from 13 years ago about the live stream I watched this on.
I watched this on. Yeah, I watched this on television, and it was exactly like this too.
All right. You can hit play whenever.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So, yak.
Yak. Dude, I wish I had this live stream, like the comment section.
For those not in the know, during the season 3 premiere, it was nothing but back-to-back GAC commercials.
Yeah, so this is not. I cannot stress you enough. Like, this 90 seconds is the entire commercial break, and it was like this every time for an hour.
So it was like we saw this probably like what, 4 or 5 times.
Like 4 or 5, times, yeah. There was
next Saturday at 10:30 a.m.
You can see it trying to play another commercial, and it's barely able to do it for some reason.
It's the next episode of My Little Pony.
And then it starts doing the GAC audio again.
And then it starts doing the fucking GAC audio again.
What the fuck are those?
We'll see those later on, don't
Holy
worry.
shit, I forgot about that. I was like, holy fuck.
We'll
Horses.
We'll see actual horses later on.
Oh my god, I forgot. Oh my god. Yeah, so like, for whatever reason, I don't think that Hasbro ever bothered, or like Hub ever bothered to put out an official notice of what happened here, but like, every single time that the Crystal Kingdom Part 1 and Crystal Kingdom Part 2 on November 10th, 2012 cut to commercial break, 90-second ad, and it was 3 GAC commercials back to back to back. Every single fucking time.
Every single time.
With no exceptions. With no exceptions.
I don't know what the Hub's like commercial planner was thinking.
They must have fucked it up. They fucked something up. They fucked it up real bad, and they did not fix it. Like at all.
They did something.
It was so funny. It was so, because like the first time it happened, you're like, they played 2 GAC commercials in a row. That's weird.
All right.
Oh, they played 3 GAC commercials in a row. That's weird. And then the show comes back, and you stop thinking about it, and it cuts to commercial again, and it's GAC again. You're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
And then it just kept doing that.
It kept doing that, and obviously the fandom went, all right, it's GAC time.
GAC attack. Yeah, we gacked out for a while there. It was funny as hell. I feel like they straight up pulled gag commercials off of My Little Pony for the rest of the season after that. They were like, okay, no.
For most Brony live streams, if you typed in gag, you were immediately banned from the stream.
I about that shit though, yeah. Yeah, people got fucking annoyed by the gag. Couldn't handle the little gag. Oh, a little gag attack. Couldn't handle a little gag, nobody. Does gag still exist? Can I still buy gag?
I'm pretty sure you can still buy gag as a toy somewhere.
Gakisback.com.
Gag is back.
Vintage.
Let's see.
I know GAC is no longer a commercially available product. The only GACs that I'm getting is like eBay shit.
Yeah, this is all eBay shit.
So the thing is that GAC was like a 90s thing, right? And then they it was like Nickelodeon GAC, whatever. They dropped it for a while. And then literally, like, the thing also is like those commercials for GAC on that like primetime like Saturday morning slot for My Little Pony was the first time that GAC commercials aired in like probably like, I don't know, close to a decade or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe more, you know. And so I was like, holy shit, GAC is back. Oh my god, it's fucking GAC. As if anybody watching that would remember GAC.
As if anyone cared.
Or if anybody gave a shit, yeah. So that's why the URL is like gakisback.com, because GAC is back. It was reintroduced commercial product 2012. Probably didn't even last the year.
Mm-hmm.
Because like nobody gave a fuck about GAC. So it was just a super funny misfire in like every possible sense of the word. Of just like, no one cares, and it was fucking funny that you played the GAC commercial 19 times in a row.
Yeah. I never had slime toys as a kid because I think I probably would have eaten them or spread that shit everywhere.
Uh-huh.
But it was pretty funny having it back to back to back.
That was funny. I definitely didn't translate to sales even a little bit.
I don't think their campaign in 2012, 2013 saved it.
No. I don't think it did. It was funny though. People still probably remember it. Gag Attack.
Gag Attack. I got one more thing for my part of the fandom segment. We're now in like the surge of ask blogs on Tumblr.
Oh boy, we sure are.
Because obviously Moonstuck came up, and that is the most standout popular one. But we're getting Ask Discord, you know, with the good Discord artist.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Ask Gak Pony. I clicked on some of these. Most of these are dead now. Like they've been deleted.
Most of them are dead and gone. Yeah. Yeah. This was, like I said, this was the golden era, right, of the fandom. Not just for the show, but for the fandom. You know, this was our swan song. This year, basically 2012 is our swan song before things start getting worse. Before things start getting bad. Really.
Yeah.
We're at the top of the mountain. It's only downhill.
It's like downhill from here.
After season 3 ends, it's all downhill from here. I don't know how much of that will really be like self-evident from like just going through like
I mean,
like Equestria Daily, because like obviously they're probably not gonna. I hope they're not gonna be reporting on stuff like that too much. But
I mean, I remember we already had the fucking Nazis back then.
Oh yeah, but we ignored them.
We ignored them, but
until they couldn't be ignored anymore.
Until they couldn't be ignored.
I mean, the thing is, like, having Nazis in the fandom, like having Nazis in the Brody fandom was kind of like self-evident, because it's like, well, there's Nazis in the furry fandom, so, but like, we didn't take them very seriously back then because nobody took Nazis seriously anymore in like 2012 because they had no power or influence at all, and most of them were just like 22-year-olds LARPing on the internet.
And we also, and then we start.
In many ways, we had the good old days.
We had 4chaners. We had the edgy shit with Hot Diggity Demon.
Yeah, like you didn't take a lot of that shit seriously back then because it was just like you just saw that kind of crap and like they're just being fucking edgy. Like, there was no like. I mean, maybe this is like an ignorant point of view for me, like, but the consensus that I remember having and like the feelings that I remember having is just like we don't take those guys seriously. Like they're not even worth like your time. Like we hate them because they're chuds, but like we don't like they're no threat to us. They're no threat to anybody. We don't give a shit. They're fucking losers. Like we don't pay them that. Like honestly, like nobody bothered to even. This is kind of I guess the problem is nobody bothered to try to chase them out.
No, yeah, that is the issue. No one
that was
in
the issue. Nobody bothered to try to chase them out because they're just like, what are they gonna do? They're not hurting anybody. Like not like they're not hurting anybody. And like we don't care what they're saying.
We're just going to ignore them rather than actively
like they're fucking
remove
losers.
them.
Just ignore them. Like they're 4chan. It's like we don't take them seriously. Like they're assholes. They're losers. Like they they're fucking. They're just full of shit, right? So like we didn't take that seriously enough to like chase them out, and that's the problem.
That
like we didn't.
That is ultimately one of the reasons why the fandom kind of fell to the wayside.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it wasn't like it was specifically a brony exclusive.
Yeah.
I mean, most of those Nazis came from the furry fandom.
Obviously, like you said, obviously it is a furry fandom issue as well.
Most of those Nazis probably came straight from the furry fandom.
Yep.
In fact, a lot of them probably came there because people in the furry fandom did have enough of their shit and kicked them out.
And then they saw the MLP fan like, this is adjacent enough.
Yeah. But nobody ever really bothered to kick them out.
Ugh.
Like that's not really the only reason why these things happened. It would be disingenuous to pretend that the Nazis were the only bad actors in the fandom. It wasn't just them. It was everybody. But they were always there. I mean, because remember, you have to remember this. My Little Pony is ultimately. Not that all of us came there, but the roots of this fandom come from 4chan. That's a poisoned well just immediately. Like there's no... I mean, it came from the fucking cartoon board.
It's what we get from our fandom originating there.
Yeah, that's just what happens. I mean, like I said, there's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of people who came from other places that had nothing to do with that crap. Us, for example, and whatever, but... it's just there, like it was just a part of life on the internet in the 2010s. It's just, but in a different way than it is now, because again, those chuds had no power or influence or anything. I mean, there was no, nobody took that shit seriously. I don't know when we started taking it seriously, but
no, I can tell you when we started taking it seriously. Probably around, I don't know, 2016. Big thing happened there.
Yeah, probably, yeah. That's pretty much that. Yeah, but the brony fandom was already kind of dead by that point anyway.
Oh, it was a fraction of what it was in 2010.
That was just that was just the last straw. Is like anybody who was decent left at that time because it just became like just a complete cesspool. Except for those brave people who just kept to themselves and wrote fan fiction or whatever, and people who ran Equestria Daily.
The mods of Equestria Daily.
Sethisto, I am assuming that you're not a Nazi. I'm just assuming that you seem like a decent guy. I'm just gonna give you that.
Sethisto and Serial Velocity, I'm assuming you are decent people.
You seem like decent people, so... I'm just going to trust you in this. But if I get to 2016 and I start seeing some crazy shit on that website, I swear to God, brother.
I swear to God, brother. We can forgive you saying a few slurs back in 2010. It was 2010.
Yeah, well, he stopped doing that. So
I've noticed that. We're about almost 3 years into the fandom. He has stopped saying slurs.
He's gotten way, less insane than he was in the early days, but also, I mean, like, because he's taking this more seriously and stuff now too. We don't hold that stuff against him, but yeah, that shit will happen. I mean, that shit will happen in the future. Like I said, I don't know how much we'll really be able to cover that because I wasn't there for most of that. Like I pieced out for relatively unrelated reasons to
I
that.
pieced out in 2014 when I started college, so
I pieced out whenever season 5 started airing, which would have been 2014, I think.
so yeah, I got about
2014, 2015, maybe.
yeah, we got about 2 to 3 years before both of our collective knowledge stops.
Yeah.
Before both of our fandom knowledge stops.
Before our fandom knowledge stops, yeah, and then we'll just, the show will be a little different then, I guess, but we'll be focusing more on the actual episodes. I'm sure we'll have plenty to fucking talk about with the goddamn episodes.
Absolutely.
At that point, anyway, yeah. But, yeah. Nazis in the fandom happens to everybody. Yeah, happens to everybody.
It is
it happens now.
You gotta stand up to folks. You gotta kick them out.
It is now your responsibility to kick Nazis out of your fucking fandom. Which nobody does still to this very day.
Nah.
Not enough people do. You know who really doesn't do that shit? The FGC. That's right, I'm calling the FGC out. You guys suck at this shit. You guys suck ass. You guys suck fucking shit. Y'all will get up on that fucking Twitter. Y'all will get up on that fucking Evo stage and y'all will talk about having a safe community. Lies. Half of y'all's top players is Nazis, brother.
I'm pretty sure.
We got top players in these games who've been fucking, who've been accused of all kinds of up shit. And y'all will give them like a one season ban. And then just let them back in because they be pressing buttons good.
I'm pretty sure most women in the FGC have said that on record they don't feel safe going to Evo or some shit like that.
Yeah. Y'all be terrible with this shit. Y'all be terrible about this shit. Y'all be terrible about this shit.
Ugh.
Y'all be talking about, oh, we should let this guy back in. He's learned his lesson. No, the fuck he's not, bro. The fuck he hasn't. I don't give a shit if he learned his lesson. That's not the point. The point is not about him. He needs to find another hobby.
That's the whole point of kicking someone out of a fandom.
Yeah, it's not like you're kicked out until we decide that you've become a good person. No, motherfucker. That's not how this shit works.
Listen, the fucker can still goddamn play the games. Just don't let them at public events.
Yeah, you're banned from competition because you did some bullshit that got you banned from competition.
Oh.
Y'all talk about the safe space, but you be terrible people. That's all I'm saying. I have one thing for the past, the 2012 time period, and it's only just that the My Little Pony microcomic series was announced. Those the one-shot sides, like the one-shot, separate from the main line stuff. That's like, just like, what do they call them? Micro something or other. Micro. They call it My Little Pony micro series. It'd be like Twilight Sparkle, like remember that? Like it'd be like character vignettes.
And by this point, the mainline comic has released its first issue, I believe.
Yes, it has. I believe we're 2, maybe 3 issues in now. No, I think maybe just the first issue. Yeah, because it's the first month. And it's in this post. It also says that we got a synopsis of issue 4 because like synopsis of comics comes out months in advance, which kind of spoils a lot of the comic, which is weird. But we have to get those fucking syndication, or we have to get the fucking like pre-orders and shit. So
it sucks. You can see a comic synopsis and cover like months in advance.
Yeah, because I think issue 1 just came out, and this is already talking about the issue 4 synopsis. Like, I don't know what happens. Like, fuck you.
I don't even know what happens in issue 2 yet.
Yeah, right. Well, I do because I read the synopsis.
Yeah.
Dickhead. All right, then what are we doing here? Like, that is all I actually have for the past. Nothing happened, guys.
Nothing happened in November of 2012 besides the comic and the season.
I mean, there was a bunch of fanfics and fan art and music and all that normal stuff, but nothing like that we report on because we don't really report on that stuff because it's all like, it's either just like totally subjective or like super boring because we can't like They would be like, "Oh, this fan fiction was released," and you'd be like, "I don't know what that is."
We
so you
can't
don't care.
cover every single fanfic.
Yeah, I mean, we've pretty much already covered all the ones that I think are like monstrously relevant. You know, if anything comes up later that I remember, I'll be like, "Oh yeah," but like, not a lot of people read. Like, not a lot of this audience, I think, read that stuff. It's like, yeah, well, it was a huge influx of fics and fan art. I mean, that's true in any era of this.
That's
fandom,
every single episode.
That's every single day of every single week. Yeah, like we can't really cover all that stuff unless it's something specifically important that we remember. So there was a bunch of that stuff happening. I think there was maybe one or two guest announcements for some upcoming con. Nothing really going on in like the like the toy world or anything like that. A couple episodes. I think season 3 is starting to get released on iTunes now. Like nothing crazy.
If you want, I can give you the fanfiction statistics by this point, actually.
Sure, yeah, that'd be great.
Here you go. You can see it yourself. In 2011, about 2,000 fics were made on fanfiction.
Wow.
In 2012, 21,000 fanfics were made.
Wow. We're in September, or we're in November 2020, or excuse me, 2012 now, so like we're already like that. Like we're already almost all the way through that. Like that's fucked up.
Yep.
What was with this huge registration of users in 2024?
This was probably in relation to G5 ending, I believe.
116,000 people registered a fanfiction account because G5 ended?
In 2024?
Yeah, look at it. Like you look at the statistics, you scroll to the very end where it says users registered. There's like there's like 116,000, almost 117,000 people.
Yeah, I see that. Wow.
Like that's like the biggest ever by like a significant margin.
That is the biggest spike ever, yeah.
What the fuck happened in 2024 that many people?
I mean, again, G5 ended, but that probably wouldn't cause it to spike like that.
Yeah, I have no clue what the hell that could possibly be. It's a comparison, like, there were 30,000 new users last year. There's only been like 900 new users this year. No fucking idea what the hell.
I can tell you why it went significantly down. Is because
because they locked it.
Yeah, they locked it.
So they must have locked it after whatever the fuck this is. What if this was like some kind of a bot?
It was probably a bot issue.
I don't know, because like if you look at it, like there's like a huge low in 2019, and then like every year is like seeing like hand over fist new users, like 24,000, 49,000, 72,000, 102,000, 116,000, like all the way up through the 20s until it just suddenly shoots down to 30,000 in 2025. I have no idea. Maybe it is a bot thing.
Even then, after they locked it in 2025, that's still 30,000 people joined.
Yeah, I don't know. This is totally impossible without context for like why the fuck this happened for me to try to discern that. Yeah, 2012, there were 21,000 fics posted. 8.5 thousand of those were rated E. 10,000 of those were rated teen. 2.8 thousand of those were sex. Or like rated mature, which
and there was
necessarily mean there was sex in it.
There was a huge jump in users in 2012 and 2013.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was 7,200 users in 2011, and then there was 57,000 new users in 2012, 61,000 new users in 2013. Like, those were the biggest jumps in numbers until this weird 2020s stuff. Oh my god, do you think these are like Chinese users?
Riley, I think you're right. Because remember,
these are Chinese users.
They started pushing MLP super hard recently in China.
Like, yeah, over the last couple of years, right? So, like, if that started in like 2020, like, I don't know, but
yeah.
maybe these are Chinese users, yeah.
Yeah, they got a couple, billion people over there.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's Chinese users. I would love if there was something like from FimFiction's like administration that was like explaining that the fuck this this shit means. This, and I mean, yeah, this stuff is still, people are still posting fics to this very day.
I'm one of those people.
The most recent fic I see on here is...
Let's see, the most recent fic is a Phoenix Wright fic that was published 4 hours ago.
Oh, that is the most recent. The one that I was looking at is a Fluttershy Twilight Rainbow Dash Rarity sex fic.
Fuck yeah!
That was posted 3 days ago.
There was a Followed Equestria fic that was posted 6 hours ago.
Fuck yeah! So people are still here.
Yeah, people
nowhere near as many, of course, as the old days, but I would love to get. I don't even know how I would do it. I'd love to get some perspective on the Chinese fandom. Like, are they watching? Do they like the show? Is it just like a mascot thing to them?
The thing is, again, it's crazy popular over there. It's being pushed heavy.
Yeah, but like, is it the television show is being pushed, or just like the characters as like mascots?
Is
this like a Hello Kitty situation, or like?
That's the thing. Neither of us are on Chinese social media. Neither of us speak Chinese, so.
Yeah, I couldn't. I mean, they're kind of a whole different world over there, so it's kind of hard to. Because they don't. I mean, they do use Twitter, but like, there's lots of some of them are on their own sites and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I wouldn't even know like how to begin like researching like what the general consensus of like My Little Pony is for like Chinese people. Like, is it because like basically what I want to know is like, are these people watching My Little Pony television? Like, are they watching the show like we did, or are they just like using these characters as like cute little like collectible mascots like Hello Kitty style? Because like I don't think Hello Kitty has like a TV show anymore.
I'm going through an article about it.
I mean, yeah, there's like I'm sure some people are watching the show, but like, is the popularity of My Little Pony in China now because the show is resonating with the new audience, or is it just because the characters are like just the character design? You know what I mean? It's like they be putting these characters just like, again, like My Little, like Hello Kitty. Like, there are narrative things in Hello Kitty. Like, there's like the animes and cartoons, and probably there's movies or some shit like that. But I think for most people, they like Hello Kitty characters because they're cute and they have like a little blurb about their personality or something like that, right? Like, they're not. I don't think most people. Maybe I'm wrong here. But I don't think most people are like really deep into like the Hello Kitty story or the Hello Kitty lore or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just like Hello Kitty because she's cute and they put her face on everything. So I assume that that's what we're looking at here with My Little Pony in China, is that like these people aren't necessarily. I'm not saying this is wrong or anything. I don't know if the Chinese audiences are necessarily engaging with My Little Pony as a narrative product versus if they are just like, they just like the characters because they're cute and they put their faces on everything. You know,
I know something. I'm looking at a My Little Pony wiki. This might be wrong because I don't know when they update this shit. It says only the first 3 seasons were dubbed in China.
Awesome. Yeah, maybe that's so. Like, yeah, like maybe it's just like cute characters, tons of merch. You know, I mean, sometimes that's all it takes. It's just saturation. You know.
I think it's just because they're like Hello Kitty over there.
Yeah, that's how Hello Kitty gets by. It's just cuteness saturation. Just you see this shit everywhere. It's cute and it's trendy, and that's all you need to know. Like, if it's cute and trendy and people are buying it, like that's enough. It doesn't have to be like if you can get by without needing to get Chinese audiences to watch 10 seasons of this show. The dub resumed in 2018, apparently. Okay. So
cool.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really, because I can only see what's being sold to them. I can't see like the Chinese reaction to that.
And
so I don't know
all the gacha collabs how they were happening.
Yeah, I can see what is what Hasbro is selling to the Chinese audience, but I can't see how the Chinese audience is responding to these things, or like how, other than that, obviously they're buying the shit out of it, or like how we got here. Like, did the dub resuming in 2018, is that responsible for this, or did Hasbro just think like, why don't we just try doing the Hello Kitty thing and just see if that works? And
It's just
the fact that the show is being dubbed is just auxiliary, and like most people in China who like have a My Little Pony keychain don't even fucking know who Twilight Sparkle is, like on like the way that I know who she is. You know what I mean? Like
it's the sad part of exploring this retrospective. Like as an American audience, we will never know how this show is reacted to by the fandoms in other countries.
Yeah, I mean we can
gauge it. It's just we don't know the exact thing about it.
Yeah, it's just like our resources are really only American centric, and like our knowledge is the same as well. I have no idea how international My Little Pony got. I was always under the impression that it really wasn't very international. I mean, there was some love for it in Japan. They got those manga series.
There was the manga. There was the. Remember that the shows got their own animated intros in Japan.
Oh yeah, that's right. It seemed to be a Hasbro thing at the time because Transformers Animated also got that. They got a dub. They got a Japanese dub. I don't think it ran the entire course of the show though. Like, man, can you imagine being a Chinese fan? Like before 2018, you see 3 seasons of My Little Pony. You think that's where it ends? They're actually living that experience. Like
that's what everyone thought. It's like, yeah, season 3 should have been the end. Lauren Faust's vision was realized in China.
Just in China, yeah. They're living the hypothetical scenario of what if season 3 was the end of the show.
Oh.
Maybe that has something to do with it. Like maybe like people like watch the show back then, and then like he comes back and they're like, oh, I remember this. I will buy this fucking piece of toast that has Twilight Sparkle's face on it.
Oh yeah, some teenager in China went, hey, I remember watched this when I was a kid in 2013. Oh wow, the show's getting another dub. Cool.
Yeah, like I have no idea what Chinese consumers are like at all. Like anything, I don't know anything about China at all. Like I couldn't possibly speculate like what's going on.
Other than we make a lot of jokes about it in the server.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they're getting us back on those, so it's fine. Yeah, but I couldn't possibly like speculate as to like what the Chinese consumer is like, or like why My Little Pony is like good with them. I mean, I guess that's this. People kind of were like from the outside looking in on My Little, like on the Bronies. People are like, I can't understand why people like this, but like it's not that quite the same because I can't understand like how we got like because I have that nothing. I don't understand how we got here like with them. Like what paths did they take to get here? I understand the concept of them liking the show, and I can't understand the concept of like I'm just lacking the knowledge to understand like where this shit came from.
Oh,
maybe we'll find out someday.
Yeah. Do you have any more thoughts?
No, I think that's it for me.
Are you doing anything this week?
No, but we will have to push the next episode of the show not 2 weeks out, but 3 weeks out.
All good.
Because 2 weeks out is my 5th anniversary for streaming, so I will be busy probably.
I guess question for you: do you feel like streaming on Invincible launch?
Yes, except I have to do that with David first. You
Okay.
can probably jump in actually.
I would love to do a stream with you and David.
Yeah, let me ask him about it. Yeah, because David and I were supposed to do the beta, remember? But then we found out that you couldn't. There were no rooms in the beta, so we couldn't actually do the stream. So we just pushed it back to like, yeah, we'll just do it.
When it launches.
Yeah, I'll ask David if he's cool with you jumping in on that. We'll do that.
All right.
Yeah, maybe the grind. Yeah, that's exactly it.
All right, y'all. That is Horsin' Around. We'll see y'all in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks. All right, see y'all.
Bye.